Hello, Internet! Welcome to Tales of Terragia. I am your Dungeon Master and Cosmic Tour Guide, Nick Salentino, and unfortunately my 6 players are not here today, but I did find 6 changelings that pretending to be all my players saying, hi, 6 changelings.
Hi.
Oh.
Hello.
Tis me.
This is going to be a weird episode, but we're going to get into all that kind of weirdness in just a second, but in the meantime, go and find at Tales of Terragia pretty much anywhere else and follow for even more weirdness. We promise.
Lots of weirdness.
Last time, the Second Law had departed from the capital city of Yokai to make the small trek across the northern reaches of the Sylvan Dynasty toward Port Kazushi in hopes of securing transportation across the Sapphire Sea to the heart of the ocean. It is there that you know the final shard of immortality is being held, and seemingly the next target for whatever nefarious group that also is responsible for the deaths of Professor Varen and a student cleric at Prismari. You ran into your cantankerous ally Kiln, who had been hired to protect a porcupine-like group of people called the Sprickles family as they traveled to Port Kazushi. Figuring that there was strength in numbers, you all tagged along, and in doing so, paved your path ahead and dooming Tem to a life of servitude under Grandma Husha Sprickle, who seemed to make it her personal,
Husha for life. Yeah.
her personal mission to make your life as difficult as possible. After a day's travel, you encountered a Tollhouse on the road, a regulatory checkpoint for travelers, or perhaps not. Upon arrival, the Tollhouse seems suspiciously empty, save for just a pair of odd attendants. Your suspicions increased, spotting blood-spattered windows, seeing a pile of dead bodies through one of the windows panes. Clearly, something is going up. Splitting up, most of you went inside to convince the Sprickles to leave before any harm comes to them, while Anara and Harmony remained outside with the wagon, Grandma Husha, and Uncle Rook, all members of the Sprickles family. Kiln slipped away to investigate after Anara told him what was going on. Meanwhile, Harmony, Zakkai, pretty much everyone else... Harmony, you are staying outside, or did stay outside. The rest of you followed Basil's senses toward an undead presence inside the Tollhouse, only to open a door and see the other attendant, a small purple-skinned goblinoid creature hunched over a heap of unconscious Sprickles, a strange stone floating in the air above them, casting a ray of moonlight down. The goblin's dagger is poised to cut the tongue right out of Mama Lime Sprickle's mouth. Everyone, please roll initiative for it. And Nik-Nak, you get 1 surprise attack round because you fired first last time.
Who's gonna be faithful?
God damn it.
Not
Cut
you.
that out.
God damn it.
Yeah, same.
Every
Leave my
time.
sprinkles alone!
Alright, I will say for this combat, both Anara and Nik-Nak and Harmony and Tem qualify for duets. So
Oh.
We're not
near
close
each other
by
right
each
there.
other though.
No.
Yeah.
there's 2 that
I don't have we
Whatever here.
done
Okay, half
We
of
haven't done ours, I don't think.
It's okay.
That's where
Yeah.
mine in here
Hit him with the beans!
It's the tongue.
too. Yeah.
it's true. Nik-Nak, you just kind of throw open the door, see a little goblin like hunched over all the Sprickles, tongue in its hand, ready to slice it up. Take your shot.
Save the sprinkles.
Sprinkles. Ready? That's hilarious. 23
That hits.
for both. I rolled for both.
Oh, then yes, they both hit.
Yeah, I rolled 2 15s. Right.
Oh. Easy math.
Cool. First one, ooh, it is 20 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
And for the second shot, it is 16 points of piercing damage. Also, am I within 10 feet of him?
Yes.
Okay, so we both
Make strength
Oh,
saves.
yeah.
Hilarious.
haven't had to do this in a while.
4.
What is mine? It's not high. It's a 7.
So you both get pushed back. I think it's 15 feet, 10 or 15.
I think it's
it's
10. Yeah, I think it's 10. Yeah, 10 feet.
All right, you are shot back 10 feet.
I guess I would just like stumble against the wall right there.
I will say, outside, Anara and Harmony both hear a gunshot go off inside.
I think I heard Nik-Nak hit the wall off the ledge. It's not that way.
Just a dull thud splat.
Yeah. That was Nik-Nak shooting his blunderbuss.
Surely he didn't miss.
Oh no, even when he hits, he goes back or something.
That's true. Top of the round, Basil, you are up first.
Can I jump up and attack the crystal or like break the crystal in some way?
Yeah, you can. You will have to move closer to it though.
Is this the pile of...
It's
the light.
The light.
It's the light being cast down, but the
Okay.
sprinkles are all
And it's,
Within
kind
it.
of.
it's from this crystal above that's bathing.
Are they all dead?
It's no, you can from what you can see, it seems like they appear to be unconscious or sleeping.
Okay. Okay.
I guess I'll take a few steps back and then can I do like a running jump up at it?
Yeah.
More so the crystal to approach it that way. So I'm not like going from underneath it. I'm trying to
That's A-okay with
smack it down.
Let's see.
Also, I just wanted to make sure because I think we last left off with like he had the Mrs. Sprinkle or whatever the tongue.
He was
and,
holding
like,
her tongue.
Did I like separate them at all?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, cool.
Held strong.
Yeah.
He was blasted away and
He went with the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really long.
Really long tongue.
It's okay, they have very long tongues.
Yeah.
It's a bit longer and it's still wet and slick, so it just slips through. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll.
A 22 and an 18.
Hits.
2 attacks. Both great. Great weapon master at 2. For another 3 for 11 damage on the first attack. And then a 21 for the second attack.
That big scissors that you swing down cleave right through it, and
Nice.
the rock splits, and that kind of beam of light flickers out.
Good job, boss.
I just stand there. Ah! I did it! I finally hit something! Yes! And then I will bonus action Paragon Hop to just get right up in this guy's face.
Huh?
Leave the sprinkles alone! I'll cut your tongue out!
0 to 60 in 2 seconds, like typical Basil fashion. Anything else on your turn, Basil?
Nope, that is everything.
Next is the Harvester of Lies. The little goblin creature kind of like watches you jump up to him, grips the knife carefully and looks up at you and just kind of snaps and turns invisible. He moves away from you, so you do get an attack of opportunity with disadvantage as he is invisible.
Okay. Yeah! And a wild swing for a 21.
With disadvantage?
Oh, sorry, disadvantage.
Oh.
You're right.
I was like, that's a great disadvantage.
For a 21.
Oh my god!
15 and a 14.
Yeah.
Hits! He didn't go invisible fast enough.
Just a wild swing into the air as I'm used to. Whoa. I'll great one to answer both of those. For another 11 slashing damage.
Nice.
It's a wild cut through the air.
He's a whiz with the sizz.
Sweet attack.
I can't really plan what I'm gonna do until everyone else goes. Because I'm so far at the end.
It will reveal him, but he's gonna
Ooh.
do this anyway.
Oh.
He will come back out of visibility.
Aha! Moved here.
And you see that he kind of like pulls out of his pack another one of those kind of stones and just like whispers something into it before tossing it towards you. And before it like kind of arcs a little bit and goes to land before it kind of just fights gravity and levitates 10 feet above the air. Basil, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw. He's third. How wise is Basil today? He's about a a 23 wise
Right.
today.
You
Nice sleep.
succeed.
Yeah.
As soon as the light kind of like shines down on you, the rock like fixes itself in the air and shines this little beam of moonlight down on you. You are overcome with a wave of fatigue. You feel like if you stumble even a little bit, you will fall right to sleep. But luckily, you just managed to keep yourself balanced and awake, so you're good.
The electricity just like sparks me back awake and just like keeps me just alive. Just
What a horrific alarm clock! Anara, you are up.
We heard the gunshot. We see
Followed by
the
the thud.
light through. This is a window.
Yes.
So as we look up for the gunshot, do we see the light going out and then coming getting by?
I will say
Yeah.
this.
See
Not
the
only
stuff
is
going
there
on
a flashbang.
up there.
not only is there like a muzzle
Okay.
flash, but there's like a flicker of like.
So I'll point to Harmony at what's going on up there. Is the guy in front of us? What's his reaction?
true.
to what's going
Oh,
on?
as soon as the gunshot goes off, he also like kind of turns and looks towards the window with a very kind of concerned and
And
confused.
he was an
look on his
ally of the.
face. He's claims to be
Seemingly.
a employee here at the toll
Seemed a bit
house.
dumb.
He was chatting with the other guy when we arrived. Okay, he's an enemy.
Yeah.
it's another logic right there.
Or
Seems like
he's too stupid to realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
You do remember he's like weirdly like kind of stretched out, almost as if like a person was left in the microwave too long and someone kind of like did that. His like arms, his face, everything is just slightly elongated.
Like Michael.
Is that what would happen if you put something in the microwave?
Like Michael.
Only one way to find
It's
out.
made of
Yeah,
like
person made
rubber.
of-
Yeah.
A human-sized microwave.
Yes.
Put a
As far as
rubber humanoid inside it.
Love it.
So I have the glass blade.
as far as
which I
Anara is
got back
concerned.
from
Yeah.
They're in the way,
bag
so-
holding before Nik-Nak ran away. So I'm going to make an attack with the glass blade. And against someone who hasn't moved in combat yet, it means it's automatically a sneak attack. Although I think Harmony's in melee range.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
If he's considered hostile now. So anyway, so sick. So no advantage on the attack. I think,
No, but you know, it still counts as
but
a attack.
12 plus 21 to hit.
Hits.
So that's sneak attack plus. It's 18 points of slashing damage. I'm gonna make that a stunning strike. Using the key point.
It's a Constitution.
Constitution against a DC of 15, I think? Maybe it's 16. 15.
He rolled a 17.
Okay, succeeded.
Pretty well.
But
Nice.
the next attack against him does have advantage. And I think his movement is half.
Yes.
Successful save on that's the new stunning strike rules.
Yeah.
So I will strike again with my second attack.
Advantage now? Is that right?
With do you give yourself advantage on that, or is it the next
I
person?
think it's the next attack.
Next
This-
attack?
this
Yeah.
Mm.
Right on.
Then that's you.
That is only a 15 to hit.
Hits.
He wasn't even wearing
Okay.
tongues.
20 points of slashing damage.
20. Ooh.
Yes. And then
Those couple of strikes definitely have taken him down to. It does not look good.
What are the other
continue
DC?
making them look worse. Stunning strike. Not stunning strike. I can't get more than once. Flurry of blows.
Yes. Roll the hit.
So unarmed strike. That's a dirty 20.
Hits.
Sorry, dirty 9. It's a 19.
Still hits.
That is like 8. D plus 5.
She's doing that Anara thing.
13 points of bludgeoning damage. And then the last attack is a 27 to hit.
Hits.
And that does 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Whew.
How badly injured does he look?
Still pretty bad. Just as-
Harmony, finish him!
Anything else?
Are you
Anara?
okay if I go?
It's like one floor up.
Yeah, it's essentially 10 feet.
So with another 10 feet of movement, I can jump and scale and get onto
Yeah,
the.
at the very
top
least,
there.
yeah, you can jump, just
Alright.
kind of scramble up the back of them.
Alright, that's it.
Alright. It is the Bone Trader's turn. Who immediately got slashed a few times by Anara. Immediately kind of like staggers back.
Does he get an opportunity attack too from that?
Oh yeah, you should.
He can, but he will not.
Oh,
What's he
cheeky.
up to?
Yeah, that's more like
He immediately kind of like stumbles back against the wall and snarls as Anara kind of runs off. And he turns back and looks at you, Harmony, and kind of like looks you up and down, and he kind of like is kind of you see that he's like holding the gashes kind of like shut as you normally would.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of looks down at them and looks at his hands, and you see that like just like the rest of him, his like fingers are a little bit longer than normal, but the skin looks like pulled tight over them, as if he's like wearing a suit that's a little too small. He looks at you and kind of looks up and down. You might fit a bit better. He's gonna use.
Or maybe I left too soon.
I mean, everyone has their strengths. You'd be really good at piano with those hands.
He like reaches out and snatches your wrist right here, making a Constitution saving throw for you as he uses Skellisuck.
Oh,
It's going up to your bones.
natural 20.
Oh!
I'm just like, ew!
You immediately like kind of like yank your arm out of his grip. As you do, and you kind of like pull it, you feel
I
almost
need
as if
these.
the bone in your arm, like it feels like you have to pull your hand
like
away from him,
magnetized.
as if it was like magnetized. Yeah. He was clearly trying to pull the bones out of your body.
Oh my god.
She doesn't.
No bones for the bones, man.
I can get back there if you need me.
Skellisuck was his action, so
Yeah,
you can't do
hopefully
anything
it
else. Next up is Keln. He's going to do his thing where he is. Failure.
What did he say he was going to do again?
He said he was going to.
Going to
Oh, that's
that directly
right.
to that room.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Because
look
I
at
had a
that.
conversation with him after I got back, telling
Okay.
me what I'd seen, and he darted off right before
I see.
when Harmony and I were talking to this dude.
Great.
And
Go count.
yeah, he went up this way, following Mork, I think. When the,
Yes.
Mhm.
Both he and Mork
He and
went to
Mork.
investigate.
Great.
That's all for Keln. Nik-Nak, you're up.
Okay. Jeez, hold on. Okay, let's see. Maybe this will work.
We love that.
We'll see. I'm gonna have Sledge. Let's see, 5.
hey, Sledge!
He's just gonna get
Outside the window.
up to Basil just to back him up, and then I'm going to
Cavalry's arrived.
hunker down in this corner, and I'm going to click down a couple hammers on my gun,
Mhm.
and then I'll shoot, and a little bit of like black smoke will just out of it, and that smoke will instantly zip toward the stone,
Oh, okay.
encircle it, which will then cast Obscure Object, which will turn the stone invisible. I don't know if that will stop the beam, but if it's not there visibly, maybe it will stop the beam.
Great.
Because then it can't
Question.
refract light.
I don't know.
If it's not.
How can it put off light if it's not
Yeah.
there,
Visible.
kind of?
Yeah.
Science?
Science? Yeah.
Science.
We're gonna find out.
I was just talking about that this night today.
Knick-Knack the science guy. Knack.
Ooh, I might do something crafty too.
Hey!
Yeah.
Cool.
As soon as the rock vanishes, the beam of light vanishes.
That's a brilliant idea.
Well, that's
Thanks,
great.
Knick-Knack.
That was my only other second level spell thoughts. Yeah, no, that's cool. I think I will just stay where I am then at that point.
Alright. Sorry. Next up, Chapped Brute's turn. That's a natural 20.
We don't know when that is.
Yes. Wait, what? Is it what now?
That's the third enemy
That's
that
the
we have not. We can't
Large
see.
Tem-sized
That must-
thing.
Probably.
Yeah, the one
Probably attacking
that we
the-
saw.
the-
the-
Whatever he did, he got a
in the
nat
shadow
20.
up
Phil
there.
went up in here, and that was where I saw the big figure.
He's still rolling.
So
Uh-oh.
Killen's got himself in some trouble.
Well, I can adopt Mork. It's fine.
I love that your mind read immediately there and not, let's say Killen. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
right.
Mork will have a good home.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be
another
taken
photo
care of.
there, all
He'll
gonna
be
have a
taken
pet.
care of.
Everybody needs
I
a
have
little
a pet,
for the-
so-
We've got to make this realistic. We've
Yeah.
got to keep the continuity.
Yeah, our one shot should just be Slink and.
Sling Piccolo and Mork on an adventure.
We can all play as our little, like, you can play as
Sledge.
Sledge.
So fun.
A campaign of familiars. And
Yes.
That would be so fun,
You could be a
actually.
little, like, sand snake.
Yeah.
You can make you play as your tattoo.
Yeah.
Ow!
Anara and Harmony, you both hear a sudden crash of glass shattering as Killen comes flying out of the
Oh, wait, no!
lands prone.
Oh my god.
here,
Woof.
Hey,
taking quite a bit of damage.
are you alright?
I mean, it like lands on the ground and rolls a little bit.
That didn't look good.
So is there one up there I should take care of?
There's one up there.
okay, I got it.
That's all he says. That is the Brute's turn. Zakkai, you are up with Harmony on deck.
I'm gonna activate my armor of sand, and I'm gonna run forward. I'm gonna go here.
Please
And-
make a wisdom saving throw. Just because the light is gone does not mean the spell is gone.
Oh.
I made it harder to see. Oh
That's
We love it.
25.
25? Okay. You succeed.
He passes by and I just like continue to zap him awake. And no, I see him get fatigued. I'm like, no!
And then as the sand kind of covers my, my body and this whatever. I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp and try to stop him from going any further.
Go.
So he needs to do a strength save.
Strength save. This little guy.
So he's now restrained. For the spell's duration, which is a minute, I can do damage to you if I want. To break out, the restrained target can use his action to make a strength check. As part of this grabbing, I can damage him right away, right? Yeah, on a failed save, 2d6.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna do some damage to him too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Give him the sand squeeze.
Sand squeeze.
That'll be 7 damage.
So on his legs.
I think this is the first time. What does Maximus or Zakkai's
Oh.
Earthen Grasp look like?
Ooh. Okay. Cool. Yeah, the sand kind of covers me as I kind of like shoot my hand out, and more sand spills off of me, and it kind of it shapes into like a tube as it turns into a snake that kind of grows as it touches the floor, and then it snakes its way all the way around the goblin.
Nice. Fun.
It's all like very like amorphous, but as soon as the sand wraps around it, hardens into a stone and just holds them there.
Sick.
Anything else you were doing, Zakkai?
No.
Do you just do your bonus damage or whatever on him?
I've switched some things up now. Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately not. Yeah, that's my turn.
Harmony, you're up with Tem on deck.
Okay. I think before all this, I had sent Piccolo
Mhm.
to that room also.
Mhm.
Did he get inside, or is he just like at a window or something?
Can you tell where he is?
I mean, I kind of was already standing in this courtyard, so presumably I would just like see him unless he like kind of went inside and disappeared or something.
Oh, in which case you don't physically see him. From where you are, he is most likely inside.
Okay, and then as we were kind of standing, we're kind of just like watching this guy and Grandma Husha and just kind of whatever, and I'm just trying to like talk to Piccolo and be like, what do you see? What do you see? So I'm trying to see if he like had seen what was in that room.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And could tell me anything. So I don't know if he saw anything or not.
Especially you can use.
That was kind of my first.
I'll say if you want, you can communicate with Piccolo. It will take an action or bonus action.
Okay, so never mind. That was just the preamble to the action. So I'm like,
The process.
Anara she can see through Slink. Maybe I can do it. And then I just hear a gunshot and a loud bang. I'm like, oh! And then, and I look up and the guy in front of me is just beat up. Anara's running. You got it! And is running away. And I was just like, ah! And then he tries to grab me and I'm like, ew!
After that, Glass Shadow is killed.
He's just like,
It's a lot.
and then killed is flying out. I'm like, ah! Ah!
It's a lot.
Now, and then we couldn't see anything from the windows to like that room. He just came, but he came flying out of that room. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I think we've got bigger fish to fry, and I'm gonna turn around and cast Shadow Portal. So turn around and just snatch my hand back and flip my lyre around, and I'll be right back. Maybe turn around and just and like a little doorway appears on this wall here, right behind me, and I'll just have it appear on the other side of this wall, like the interior side, because I can see this wall. So I'm like, I don't know, just put it on the inside of that wall.
Yeah.
And see you later. Run through my little door into this room.
Backhand spring out of there.
And I guess I'll just kind of walk my next 5 steps forward, kind of peeking around the doorway to see, I guess, if I see anything in this room, or just what do I see at a quick enough glance so that I'm not trying to investigate or do a roll or an action, but just like a quick enough glance to see if there's like a light or a figure in this room, or if it seems clear to like run in and tuck into like a corner or something.
That immediate room, you don't see any people or figures or anything inside. Empty, and it does seem to be like the Tollhouse like authority or keeper's kind of office. There's obviously like a desk, there's some stuff there. You do only see a little bit of light come from the other end of the room. At that doorway, you see a faint little bit of like embers. You can see the glow of Mork.
Oh, okay.
But that's all you see currently.
They're all alone.
Okay,
Can I
then
see Mork through the window from where I am on the other side as Kiln came flying through?
Due to his size, no. You might see a faint like little glimmer of firelight.
Because I think I definitely would have looked over there when Kiln came flying through.
I mean, yeah.
Wait, what was the trajectory of Kiln from there?
I know there's something going on.
How hard was the punch?
Yeah.
Okay.
you can hear. Okay. I'm also, so I'm gonna start. Let's see, that was like 5, 10.
I might warn him about the skeleton guy.
I'm going
Don't lose your
to
skeleton.
kind of run in and like just kind of hide in this little like dark corner. Kind of squat down behind this like table thing, and just give. I'll just my little bracer that has like the little metal bars on it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna flick one so it's the tiniest little sound and give Mork inspiration.
Ah, okay.
And it says that I just have to hear another creature to try to give them an enervation die. So can I hear something else besides Mork in that room? Like a bigger creature moving or making noise or something?
I will say that you hear like the floorboards creaking of something heavy moving.
Okay, so then I'll try to try to see if I can give the creature one of the enervation die. So it would be a charisma save.
Charisma save. -3, so 4.
Okay, well then you did fail. So that's a D8 against.
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
I'll just hold it over here so I see it.
Yes.
And then action bonus action. Yeah, so then I'm just hiding
In that
as
corner.
much as I can in that like little dark corner.
Yeah. Amazing.
And I'll
Anything
pull
else?
my rapier out just in case I
Half red.
need some steel.
Yeah, no problem.
But it's gold. But like it's steel.
Gold plated. Anything else, Harmony?
No.
Excellent. Tim, you're up.
Okay. I will move forward into the next room. 5, 10. This is where the pile of sprinkles are?
Yep.
Okay, how are they looking now that the
Now that we've walked on them.
everyone stomped all over them? No, now that the
We
crystal
forgot.
is gone.
I carefully walked around them
Yeah.
and shattered a crystal all over their
I'm not
bodies.
standing on him. I slipped in.
give me just a
before.
nice-
I would have walked around.
Okay.
Mm.
Medicine.
Sorry.
Tiptoe.
Roll
Roll for tiptoe.
That's a 22.
22.
Hey.
Like, you kind of like rush in and look down at them. They are like very haphazardly just thrown in a little pile. They're all kind of on top of themselves, but they do seem just unconscious, asleep.
Unharmed-ish looking?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Well, I... stay here. Talking to the unconscious pile of them. I'm going to... so it's 5, 10... yeah, I'll like get right up on in them, just like checking on them basically, and just crawling around through them. Okay, everyone good, everyone good. Okay. I'm going to cast. Well, let me just see here.
So tense.
This is a window right here.
Yes.
You said. Can I
Hey.
see in? I see it. I see Anara.
You can see them.
Can I see?
I will say that
Everyone
you
sees
see
everyone.
a shadowy figure moving outside that window.
Okay. I mean,
It's dark out.
You probably can't see down into the.
No, okay.
but I can't see Kiln.
We'll be fine.
From here, no.
No.
He's like, what is it, 10 feet?
Yeah, you're good.
25, 30. So I want to cast Beacon of Hope, and that doesn't say anything about seeing. It's just within the 30-foot range. So I don't know if, however, we might want to justify like sensing, Kiln maybe possibly as well too, because I would love.
Further down.
Oh, right. That's he's on another level. Okay. Well then that's probably.
6 squares plus
It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
10 feet down.
But down.
Yeah.
It's a little.
A square.
Just
we
that's
guess-
That's
kind of out.
That's
Square
fine.
triangulation.
That's fine because
Pythagoras.
he just
Yeah, I
kind of
don't
like
have enough
came
room
through
for a
and
trig
Lord
anymore.
Pythagoras.
through and out. That's fine. But I am
You
gonna
could walk toward the window.
It
Well,
would come in handy.
If you
Some of the
move
guys
10
are
feet,
playing.
he would be within your range just barely.
I
believe.
want to be next to Nik-Nak to end my turn.
Okay.
So I'll just cast it now, especially because he just came flying out the window. So.
You'll be fine.
But I'll cast Beacon of Hope, and
a
it's
strong
any
one.
number of creatures within the range. So all of the Sprickles and Anara, Nik-Nak, Hedgehog, Sledgehog, Basil, and Zakkai all get now advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws.
Whoa.
Hey, time to do your rock.
And you will regain maximum hit points from any healing.
Whoa.
Dang.
Dang. How long?
This is for it's up to a minute,
Wow.
but it's concentration. So if I can have a ring.
Remember you have.
And I have that. I know. I was gonna say. So that
Max healing, is it?
max healing from any
That's
heals,
sick.
advantage on Wisdom saving throws, and advantage on Death saving throws.
Whoa.
Which is why I kind of wanted to get Kiln because he just took a bunch of damage, but whatever. He'll be fine, and if not, I'll get
He's not
Mark.
gonna lose
So.
his turn, this turn at all.
Tem's ulterior motive is if Kiln dies, he gets Mork. So,
He gets Mork.
it's win-win is what we would call that situation.
like lanky.
But I think you see as Tem kind of like takes a moment and like concentrates on that and asks Enya for basically like a blessing of sanctuary. Little mother of pearl buttons appear on everyone that is blessed by this spell, either like on their lapel or somewhere on their body. They get a little spectral button that appears on them. that's action.
little
Thank
side
God it wasn't
scarf.
on me. It doesn't go around.
on my bag. It's, like
It's
a
spectral,
pin.
so even if you try and pick it off, it's just like your fingers go like right through it, and you just can't get it,
Yeah.
pick it off. You're like,
Doesn't matter. It doesn't go with what you're wearing. It's gonna be
listen,
there.
some people just don't know how to accessorize, and it's just so sad.
My back.
But so it's action, bonus action. Tom will be like, okay, everyone good, good. Turns over to Nik-Nak and be like, you got a shot?
Yeah.
And then, all right, you got it. And then bonus action, I will cast. Oh no, wait, that's also concentration, so I can't do that. Shit.
Anytime.
Damn it.
That's
also concentration.
Ready
Damn
for
it.
the help.
That's fine. I mainly wanted to do that, so instead, what I will do is
Got a bonus action cantrip.
I do.
But it's a concentration.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, but I can.
Well, if
Can
you-
I see him? As he wrapped up, like, can I see him in?
I'll see you
in
can
there?
see. You can get it. You can
Okay.
get it.
Okay, never mind.
So then, I'll cast Toll the Dead on him.
There's no spell light harming your vision.
Thank you for clearing the
Also
way.
that.
So he's taken damage, right?
Yes, he has.
So that will be 2d12.
Nice.
Roll.
Does he make a save?
No, yeah, he makes. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah.
I forget it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, makes a Wisdom saving throw.
10.
So he fails. So it's gonna be full damage. Oh, that was good. That is gonna be 21 damage.
Oof.
21 necrotic.
Oh, necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. 11.
Oh, he's so. Does it seem like I can tell that that didn't do as much as it might have?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll say that.
Okay.
Especially. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a kind of undead-y, Shadowfell-y kind of creature.
Okay.
And he's wearing a coat of tongues.
That's true.
And he was wearing a coat of tongues. That's true.
Yikes.
As someone who's like,
Zakkai's got his eye
so
on
connected
that.
to like clothing and material and stuff like
We're
that,
keeping that.
it's like a mix of like like being impressed
Yeah.
by an outfit like that, but
Mhm.
also horribly disgusted by it.
Horrified.
Anything else? 10?
That is. I'll stay next to the Sprickles right now, just in case they wake up and I need to like usher them anywhere. So.
Bottom of the round.
To the next life.
No, they're gonna be safe.
It's okay.
Safe.
It's not as bad as you think.
Maybe.
At the end of
They
the
can come
round,
back.
the Sprickles family are all going to try to wake up. They can try to roll out of sleep.
And if it's a wisdom saving throw, they get advantage. So.
I called their Red Bull last session.
Chaos problems.
There was 4 of them in there.
Sprinkles. Scramble. What is
Scrabble the Sprickles.
collective noun for sprinkles? A spine of sprinkles.
Yeah.
What is a group of
A splatoon of Sprickles.
Sprinkles.
I looked up a group or herd
Of hedgehogs.
of hedgehogs or porcupine is the same thing, is a prickle.
A prickle.
Prickles are really
A prickle of
A
Sprickles.
prickle is prickle.
That's
perfect.
They are prickle sprickles.
Oh,
I love
we
that.
just saved the
Add even more adorableness on top.
We have to save the prickle.
Prickle of sprinkles.
Oh, they need to get
The
into
prickles.
the pickle business.
Only Mama Lee May
Prickles,
Sprickle was able to wake up.
Okay.
Everyone else is still
Prickly.
asleep.
Okay.
Outside.
Oh my god.
As she wakes up, I'm like, it's okay. We're gonna be
Sprickle
fine.
pickles?
Keep calm.
She's prickle.
Is Kiln
Some
unconscious or did he
sprinkles?
just land and he's
He just landed.
out?
He's
Okay.
awake.
Okay, so he's not.
Oh,
he's
you
not
know what?
knocked out.
I couldn't do Toll the Dead. Never mind with that. It was an action, not a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
I was
That's
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah. So ignore the damage that was done to him. My bad.
Outside, both Uncle Rook is smart enough. He hears the gunshot, sees what's going on, sees Kiln fly out of a window and crash land, and immediately he kind of scrambles up into the wagon. Meanwhile, Grandma Husha kind of looks around. Well, this ain't nothing like the hospitality I'm used to. I'm gonna speak to someone and starts walking
No.
towards
Oh, for
the
fuck's
Yeah.
other guy.
No, her bones.
Letter.
You know what?
Honestly,
Town
let
is
it.
like,
Let it happen.
of all the Sprickles, maybe this one. You know, maybe this is the one.
And she starts
I
walking
said
up.
the next life, and you were like, She's
Like,
really
this
there
lanky
anyway.
guy
It,
gonna want
it
that
just needs a
body.
little nudge into that next
That's
one,
pretty
right?
cool.
Yeah.
His voice isn't so
Is that an
high.
advantage for us?
I will say I did leave the door open.
Oh, the shadow door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to close it yet.
Fair enough.
Anyone can
skeleton
use
dude?
it.
Yeah, it's just a door.
Okay.
Until you close the other one,
Mhm.
and then it shuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it goes right here.
Mm-hmm.
Mama
Yeah,
Husha
it's
just
like
kind of charges up to that guy. I've got a bone to pick with you.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Top of the round. Basil, you're up.
I would like to continue my dashing charge and run up and then do like a little like somersault twist and make my 2 attacks and end up on this guy. Do I get any advantage because he's restrained or that or no?
He is restrained, so your attacks have advantage against you.
Thanks, Zakkai.
As you jump over, he's just trying to pull.
Oh
his
no! I think I missed one of my attacks.
No.
I stumbled on the I meant to do my cool flip and then I stumbled, flopped, and then I was like, I'll still do it. And then I jump up again and I'll still make another attack. Thank you for the advantage there. That becomes then a 23.
Hits.
I meant to do that. Ha! Nope. Reroll that one anyway. 1. Still 1.
You say I meant to do that, and all the tongues on his jacket kind of flutter, flickers a little bit, and Kane just looks at you. I can tell you're lying.
Oh.
All the tongues.
One of us should take that guy.
As soon as he says that, I just turn around and then just zap one of his tongues, and I'll add a smite to that attack.
Yeah, who's
Oh my
that?
God.
I
Just wear it for pride.
called it upon myself.
There it is.
Arouse, and I just try to shock his tongue for another 14 lightning damage.
Is that what you call a tongue shocker? Yeah.
Or I guess no, sorry, radiant damage because they're just a smite damage, right?
Oh, because it's just the standard.
Yeah,
smite.
just standard smite, correct.
It was 19, you said?
14.
14.
If only
You mean 34?
Yeah.
Hey.
Radiant.
That's what I was hoping for.
Anything else, Basil?
Consider you be smitten. And then as I land, I will then use the bonus action Herring Gun Hop to then just rake them again. Just ha 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 ha.
Bunch of rabbit kicks.
Little rabbit kicks for another little attack. Thank you for the advantage still. For another 24 to hit.
That is.
So it does 4 plus dex. For another 5 damage.
Alright. He's looking a little rough.
Do I see anything down this corridor from where I'm at?
Nope. It's a closed door.
Close the door.
You see that this room seems to be like the control for the gates to the Tollhouse.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or at least this
I would
side.
never be able to say
It's
that.
the portcullis,
Mm.
rotary things that
Okay.
lift and drop the gate.
Interesting. That is it for Basil.
Alright. Harvester of Lies is up next. He is going to bonus action.
Misty Step.
Oh shit.
Oh, did he
He's a
step?
sneaky guy.
Did he step mistily?
I'll just continue to just randomly attack wildly, assuming that I'm still
shit.
nearby.
Uh-oh.
I'll get you, you little bugger!
Appears in a little kind of flash of dark smoke in front of you, Nik-Nak. Is going to just kind of grab the end of your blunderbuss, pull it down a little bit, and go shh, and cast silence in a ring kind of right around you, right around himself. Any and all creatures in that area are immune to thunder damage, cannot speak. Creatures are deafened while inside. Casting a spell that includes verbal components is impossible. That is his turn. Anara, you're up.
Okay, I am going to. So there's a window here. Is there a ledge I can use to kind of get 10 feet further up onto the roof?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a slanted kind of.
So I want to be on the edge of the roof. What do I see in there?
A very large, burly creature with a massive maul in his hand.
This is what I like to see.
I only because I couldn't think of a better way to describe him, I will read the actual description. Chap brutes are hulking humanoids altered by malicious magic and forbidden alchemical compounds. They are named so because their skin has been mutated into, and from head to toe, he is basically one single hairless callus. Skin is so thick that the folds have compromised the brute's eyes and mouth to the degree that it can no longer see or speak, but it still somehow manages to find its way around. The kind of like thick, like skin kind of like pulses and shifts with like slow moving evidence of something going on inside him.
Yeah.
But he's got a very large maul in his hand. But that's who you see.
Okay.
And he kind of like shifts a little bit upon your entrance.
Okay, I think I have 10 feet of movement left. Let me just check. I didn't do that wrong. I got this, won't back me up. And I will glass blade attack. And he hasn't moved this turn yet.
He has not.
So that's advantage. Sneak attack if necessary. That's only 22.
Hey! Yes!
How do you
I
move
love
attack
to
kill?
see it.
Take him down. Right, and this is like roll 2 the double dice and then roll again for
Yeah, you double the dice and you can re-roll any of them
ones.
once.
Yeah, I'll go for
I
it.
was thinking that too. Yeah, it's a D8. Yeah.
3 is less than half.
But yeah, that's a perfect halfway.
That's
Yeah,
expected value.
There we go.
Okay, so 11, 13, 15, 16, 18 plus.
Was it plus 8?
Plus 6.
Plus
24 points of slashing damage with my first attack. Second attack, no advantage. Maybe a 20, but not quite. So it's just a regular hit. And that is 1d8 plus 6. 12 more points of slashing damage.
Wait, sorry, what was the roll to hit for the second one? Oh, was it a dirty 20?
28.
Oh, then yes. I know,
missing?
I heard almost 20, so I thought it was.
I didn't
19.
catch
I
that
rolled,
either.
sorry, I rolled 19.
But I was like,
right.
yeah.
That's almost a natural 20.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry. I was just hoping to get that.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
12 more points of slashing damage. Bring it on.
You like slice him, but there's no gore, there's no ichor, there's no blood that comes out. It's just like a faint like hiss, as if you sort of just like cut into a little pocket of air.
Does it look like it did damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was probably also advantage too. I think you just always get it when you're using it. Unless you attack with something other kind.
But I can only sneak attack.
No, but you can always advantage with it. As long as you're using the weapon, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
thank you.
Anything else, Anara?
That's it. Plus oh no, I didn't use a key point because it was just regular stuff that went. It didn't do disengage as well.
Alright.
Wait, you know what though?
Yeah.
Stunning strike.
Stunning
I'll
strike?
make one of those a stunning
Hell
strike. just in
yeah.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
Well, yeah, because you don't spend a key point for step the wind out, right?
not unless I disengage and dash in the same turn. Yeah.
That's dope.
It's Constitution, right?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
Succeeds. But half movement,
Half movement
and whoever attacks it next.
has advantage.
Yeah.
Alright.
You get him, Mork.
Get it, Bob! I know I said I got this, but how?
Outside, the Bone Trader is up next. He just watches Grandma Hoocha storming up to him.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Get killed! He's more of a threat.
He just kind of like just hisses at her a little bit before turning around and pursues Harmony through the.
Oh.
Yep.
But Harmony's
the
hiding,
door
so
goes
he's going to
both
do
ways.
a perception check. Do a quick stealth check.
Okay.
Please.
Dirty 20.
Harmony, you're kind of like crouched down behind that table, and you hear someone come through your portal and see him kind of like stalk into the room, look around, keep walking. He doesn't see you. Yes. Let's get over there. That's it for it, actually.
I think you can see me now.
The door's closed.
Oh, that door.
that door's closed.
Okay, my bad.
I need to make a perception check to see if I heard your step of the wind on the roof to guess if you're through the door.
You didn't have to smash the window because Kevin already did that for
Yeah,
us.
so I don't know what's there.
Not deliberate.
It is now
I love a dynamic battlefield.
Kilns.
Levels and shit.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Totally.
Because he's half his movement to stand.
Join the fight anytime.
You're calling over your shoulder out the window.
Oh yeah, I'm giving.
He
you
just
a
like
high
looks
five.
down at this big gash across his chest, which clearly came from that brute. I already am. He's going to. I mean, he's just gonna dash. Unfortunately, it's all for Kiln. Nik-Nak, your. Oh no, sorry, Mork is.
Yay!
I got you, buddy.
Let's see.
Eyes behind.
Mork is gonna do Hurl Soot.
Earl Bonnet. It's like Anjo.
Yeah, he uses this as a slingshot. He put something in.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not gonna hit, unfortunately.
Was it trying to attack this?
Yes, he was trying to attack the big brute. You see that Anara, he does kind of like spit a little like ball of fire at him that just kind of sizzles on him before Mork just kind of like looks at you with these big eyes.
You can go if you need to.
He just becomes a cloud of smoke.
Aww.
But he does stay. The smoke remains.
That's cool.
Unfortunately, that room now is considered heavily obscured.
But that makes it hard for me to be hit, right?
Makes it hard for you to
Hard
hit,
for
it makes
anyway.
them hard to be hit as
Yeah.
well.
I got it.
Anara can't get them anyway.
Anara can't get hit. She's immune to
We'll
it.
see.
I've tried. Basil certainly tried.
Nik-Nak, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to look over at Sledge. Because this isn't darkness or anything, it's just
No,
a
it's
zone.
silence.
I'm going to look over at Sledge and go like that, and he's going to just step behind the guy. And in the silence, I'm just going to mouth, you know what this is. And I'm going to fire. The audacity to touch my gun.
Tem being like right next to him, but knowing that we're in silence, doesn't even plug his ear. He's like looking very intently at it. It's like, oh, okay.
So that's advantage because of flanking, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. 24.
Hits.
Okay, great. This, and I forgot to add the extra d6. What's the What's the damage that is immune in this?
Thunder.
We'll be rolling that this time. Okay, so he takes. Oh, that's easy to calculate. 15 points of piercing damage, and we're doing the roll off again. Strength save.
9.
15. So I believe
So
I'm okay.
You stay. He flies back, but Sledgehog's right behind him, so I'll roll an additional d8 bludgeoning damage that he gets
Ooh.
from smashing into.
He's smashed into the spine.
Because you
Slide
sent him
by.
backwards, then he just goes back a few feet and hits Sledgehog.
Sweet.
So there's a little. Knocks his head a little bit. Actually, it makes no sound because it's silent.
Well, does he drop concentration for the damage?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Does he get shot and then you hear the ping of the other reverb?
No, silence.
Okay.
He saves.
In that case, I will. Can I go around here?
Mhm.
This room. Yeah, I'll go 5, 10, 15.
He's gonna try to take an attack of opportunity against you.
Sure.
You see Tem mouthing, "Don't leave me."
21 to hit.
Am I out technically of the thing?
You are out of silence now.
Shield.
He's like swipes at you with that kind of crooked dagger and it just kind of ricochets off the shield.
Mm-hmm. And so I'll get out of the thing, put up my shield, and as I'm exiting the thing, you'll just hear, "Touch my gun again!" And then mid-sentence shoot him again. Oh no! Well, maybe actually. 16?
Hits.
Hey! Okay, great. That's these two.
Just hits.
14 points. And one more strength saving throw from us both. Oh, nice.
6.
Okay, he fails. I got a 19, so I'm okay.
You stay.
So-
Roll another d8 damage as he hits 10.
Sweet.
As you just mosh pit this little goblinoid.
One extra damage.
Yeah, I think I just put my foot out and he like kind of like bonks into my foot. Yeah.
He's not much bigger than Nik-Nak, so he's
Yeah. I just lift my foot up slightly and he bonks his head.
And then I will have Sledge back up Tem. And so I went 5, 10, 15, 20. Cool.
Anything else, Nik-Nak?
Oh, well, yeah. I guess Sledge can attack, right?
Yes.
I didn't do a bonus action, right? No. Alright, Sledge is going to go ahead and try and hit him with a rend. Missed.
Stop.
Okay,
Right.
that's it.
Chapped Brute's turn. Basically just raises that maul and takes one huge
Wait,
swing
chapped
at you.
what?
Whoa.
How would you get a chapped butt?
Don't
Me.
Don't ask
Yeah.
First one,
Zakkai,
definitely.
very sandy. Very sandy.
Yeah.
Probably from the cause of 1 or 2 chapped butts.
Second attack. 22 to hit you.
I am going to reaction sucker punch,
Okay.
which turns my AC into 24. And I can now attack back with a -5 to hit.
Yes.
It'll do +10 damage if I hit.
For some reason, Basil shudders in the other room. He feels a familiar urge, like in the pit of his stomach, about something about to happen.
So +4. 15.
15 does not hit.
Okay. I've never hit with my sucker punch.
I thought you hit me with it, actually.
No, I deflected.
No, actually, you sucked or blocked me, I think, actually.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I think you did. Because
Well,
like a
I've
15.
never hit it.
Yeah,
When
and it was
had it.
meaningful. Yeah.
Enemy.
With intent.
That's all he's going to do is those 2 attacks. He will remain there. Zakkai, you are up with Harmony on deck.
I'm gonna turn around. Come back here. As I cast Rock Slide, so I start to I burst forward on like I kind of skate my way on sand, burst my way through. He needs to do a dex save.
11.
Fail, so he will take a d10 for 10 damage.
He's really getting it, isn't he?
He is. He's not looking great at this point.
I'm gonna turn around, and then that was a bonus action, so I'm going to action Sandclaw attack. So that would be Nat 20.
Whoa! Amazing.
Yep. And okay. So that'll be 2d8 plus 5 each, I guess.
Wait, no, can't you
Yeah,
re-roll that?
re-roll.
Because it's-
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I can only reroll one though, right?
No,
No,
it's
you
really
re-roll
not.
it.
Oh great.
All
Both
the
of those-
babies
Sucks.
We want it to be fun. Oh.
Okay, well one of those is
One was
okay.
better.
One of those is alright. So that
Four was
is
the
a that's a. Do you add the modifiers both times or just once?
Just one.
Just the once.
Yeah.
That'll be 15 damage with my Sandclaw.
Nice.
Zakkai, show us how it's done.
Hey! Yes! Woo! I turn around. Come back here. And then I slide my way with a rock slide, hit my way through him. He into the air, and then I flip around and I sandclaw, and I slice him. Is that too gross?
No.
I slice him in half.
There's a dude who's stealing skeletons. There's no too gross.
Yeah.
No, he's the tongue
He's
guy.
covered in
He's
tongue.
stealing
he's
tongues.
the tongue guy.
Wait, important. Hot dog or
I'm just
hamburger?
saying that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We can't outgross these guys.
Yeah.
You
At the
do.
waist, because we want
Okay,
we want
hamburger.
to maintain whatever this weird ass tongue
jacket.
Yeah. I
See
guess
what
we
this
need
is
to
about.
Investigate the
So I'm
tongue
gonna cut him in
club.
half, and then
Sparing the tongue jacket.
actually,
Gently lift up the tongue jacket and then cut him in half.
yeah, I'll slice him with one and then grab with the other, and I'll grab the jacket as his top half stays in the air, and I'm like, and it's my turn.
Yeah. I think you hear as the silent spell dissipates, you hear just Tem do an Owen Wilson. Wow. 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 Oh, wow.
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 Well, disgusting, but awesome.
That is cool. I love that it was all silent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was completely-
Yeah, as it,
Yeah.
but then halfway through,
Halfway
the
through
guts
you hear
falling,
the
it's
guts.
like,
Yeah.
Actually true. After a few
Wow.
seconds, the silence does drop.
That was really gross.
Sprinkles in our
I'm like covering the unconscious
fall
Sprinkles'
on the
eyes.
Sprinkles?
Yeah, I'm covering Mama Sprinkles' eyes.
Don't hold the door directly over them.
that weird squelching noise.
Eyes over the. No.
It's dripping. Anything else?
I'm gonna wave it to try to get the jacket off.
No.
You just hear the tongues flapping. Yeah.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Alright.
That's some Foley.
Oh, actually, you know what? I
Trigger
have
body
movement
horror and
still,
sounds in this one for sure.
and I know that there. Did we hear anything that way? Like we heard the window break and everything, right? It's like loud enough that we would have
Oh, yeah.
heard it from this side. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm
I've
gonna
been
go ahead and
shouting
start
at
moving
Gale
toward
before.
that way. Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start running my way over. Sorry, guys. I throw the best of tongues aside.
I did. After your turn, I did forget something. You already passed through as a guy. Nik-Nak. Can you please make a wisdom saving throw
With advantage.
Oh, that's still bad.
as the sleep.
When you ran through it, nothing happened, so I was like, worked.
It's
He had already succeeded on the. Save.
Yeah.
Is this from before I killed him?
Yes, I was
It
running.
Was okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's an 11.
11. You are incapacitated as a. You've succumbed to the sleep spell. You are incapacitated. You make one more check at the start of your next turn. If
Okay.
you fail it, you are asleep.
Okay.
If you succeed, you stay remain awake.
Yeah, sleep in this new edition is like OP.
Yeah,
the way
it's
that it is.
crazy.
It's just because it's just a
Really?
save. It's not based on hit points anymore. Because that's what I did
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the Nautilus thing,
Mhm.
and it made it way more powerful in my opinion.
Just clarification:
Well, I mean,
is that spell
it'll
ended
fail to
now?
save, yeah.
But I am still
Yeah,
asleep.
so it could be a giant hit.
No,
pool that a
the
person
spell
has that's
remains.
still-
Oh, the
It's-
spell remains. Oh,
Yeah, it wasn't tied to him. It was tied to that. To the spell.
Oh, I see. It's like it's an item spell. Okay, got you.
So is
So-
it still there?
Seems to be.
And now you can see the stuff.
So where I probably wouldn't be all the way over here then, right? I would probably be
in the
like
middle
right
of it.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wherever that
yeah.
entrance up there.
One closer because it was.
To here or there?
It was.
Like right where that
This
red
to-
Oh,
is.
so I'm right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So does Zakkai already save against it, so it doesn't affect him?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That's all.
So you only have to make the save once.
Oh, that's even better. Okay.
That was the end of Zakkai's turn. Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Harmony, you're up with Tam on deck.
Okay. I'm just squatting down behind my table, and then the guy runs in, and I kind of just like quietly put my sword back away, and with my lyre I just start playing like a little song, and all of the broken glass from where Kiln flew out the window starts to like swirl up like a little like kind of tornado-y, like, you know, a dirt tornado forming, but it's all the glass starts swirling around and like comes through the window into the room, and then just all like makes a little tornado down on this guy, like swirling around and like cutting him with all the glass. cloud of daggers
Oh,
on this guy.
love that.
That's sick.
And there's no save, it's just 4d4.
Whew.
Oh, where is Piccolo?
You don't see him. About.
We're gonna have to.
He's in the
We're
woods.
gonna have to
Talk
maybe,
about this later.
maybe have some
Work on recall
some
training.
familiar
Yeah.
training
Yeah.
sessions or something.
It's a recall training.
Okay. We can maybe use your help. I need your protection. I'll just like say that to him.
I'm so frail.
Just
I need
a-
help. I'm just a mortal human girl.
And yeah, I guess there's not really anything else I can do. So I'll just kind of stay like hunkered behind the table.
Alright. Tam, you're up.
Okay.
Also, sorry, if I'm does incapacitated and concentration?
Yes.
Like,
It does.
Oh, it does?
Then that's back up. You can see it again because my obscure.
Oh.
My obscure.
Well, now we can see it.
Yeah.
There we go.
I fall asleep and.
Yeah.
Don't go for the light.
I heard someone jump up on this thing out here.
Yeah, it sounds like someone's coming up this
Or I guess I wouldn't have heard because I was in the silence sphere.
That is true, you-
Okay, well, sorry, Kellen. Sorry, Kellen, you're just never gonna get.
He jumped before the silence.
Oh, he did?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I guess I heard something and then heard nothing for a really long time. So that will spur me to then just go out and kind of like investigate and just go 5, 10. Yeah, I'm just gonna look like the window. Do I see that it's killing kind of like on
Yeah.
there? Okay.
He's
I'm
got
gonna,
the stairs, he's got both
Uh-huh.
scimitars, and he's
Oh.
very just like, I did not get paid for that.
Great. I'm gonna like. Is it a door or just a window?
It's a window, but it opens.
Okay,
It's-
I will just like object interaction, open the window, and be like, "You okay?" And I'll cast healing word on him.
You see him, he looks pretty beat up, he goes,
Yeah.
no!
Yeah. That's gonna be 2d4. That's gonna be 11 hit points back for Mr. Kiln.
I take
Like,
back everything bad I said about you.
yeah. Where's Mork?
Kind of just gestures to the tower.
Okay, great. And then I'm gonna like poke my head right back in. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, and then I think looking at this now glowing area. It's the crystal is still up there, and I can see the light from it now. I saw it was destroyed last time by someone like hitting it, basically.
Yeah, Basil.
I'm gonna try and use my crossbow to shoot at it.
Oh, yeah.
My reap and sow crossbow. So let's see. I don't think that's gonna do a 10 for an object to hit.
Check what the AC for this thing.
10 for weapon.
Does not hit.
Yeah. So you just see the giant needle just like and like stick into the ceiling. It's just like hanging like right next to it. You're like, oh shit. And then that was bonus action, movement. I'm not gonna walk through it. I'll just get up right to the edge of it and be like, well, what do I do? And I'll be like, I should probably wake Nik-Nak up. That's it.
Alright. End of the round. The Sprickles are all trying to wake up again. Actually, no. Mama Sprickle's going to use her action to at least wake up. She'll wake up husband.
today.
And she's going to actually just use the action to wake up her husband, scoop up one of her children, and book it. Dad's going to do the same thing. So all the Sprickles are released out of that room. And they're sort of like running on their way out. That's the Sprickles. Actually, Grandma Husha. You hear from that room just behind you, Harmony. When blazes it, Jabber? She has also taken your shadow form and is now up in that room.
Oh my god.
Nothing stops her.
Just tell Tem's on the other side of the building.
Go back, Tem's that way.
The service in this place is terrible.
Oh boy.
Basil, you're up.
Can I make a perception check to have at least heard Anara's footsteps, or can we at least infer that there's a bunch of ruckus going on through there?
Like clashes and power.
Yeah, I'll say that you
Okay.
not
So-
only did you hear like some footprints on the roof above you a couple seconds ago, but you hear a bit of commotion.
25, and then I'll like open up the door and just be like, "What's going on?" And just see absolutely, I see absolutely nothing because it is still heavily obscured.
Yeah,
Or like it's a giant like smoke screen. Ah! And I will.
You open the door, it's just a wall of dark smoke.
I will just go in and then Herringon hop through there and then just attack wildly to whatever I just see and hear near me.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
Roll a perception check real quick. With disadvantage.
Sure. Yeah.
He can't hit me, so okay.
Yeah, right. I tried.
swing wild.
With disadvantage, you said?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I got this. It was like 6.
That's it. Roll the hit. With disadvantage because it is still in
16.
16. Does not.
Great. And then the second attack. For a 19.
I don't believe 19 hits you either. No.
Wait,
Yeah, it's 24 right
to be-
now, right?
needs to be-
Needs
Oh,
to
no, but my IC is actually +5 to be
24 right now.
Oh, to
24.
To the end of your turn for Sucker Punch?
Oh, is it, or is it not?
Do you have to hit with that for it to get it?
Add your strength to dex modifier. Oh, it's only against the triggering attack. No, that hits.
So you hit another.
You did it in darkness.
Roll damage.
Oh, you trained it really well.
For
Regretting
16
that now.
slashing damage.
16 slashing damage to Anara.
Holy shit.
No.
And I've used my reaction. already, so
You
I can
don't
get
know,
it back
though.
into my plan.
That's like the way I had a smite to this too. That's everything. I will then. No, I already bonus action to get into the room. That's it.
Alright. He is dead. Anara, you're up.
I slayed him. I hit it. Ow! You okay? Did it hit you?
Fuck! No, that was a sword. This
This thing seems really strong.
I'm in the corner. Why won't you die?
Right.
Fucking grandma's coming.
Let's get this
Am I
together,
at least,
Anara.
like aware of where my enemy is?
Yeah.
Like I don't have to.
Well, if only
like,
because you saw him before Mark
Right.
did
Okay.
damage.
So I don't have to make a perception check to not attack Basil.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's only because he entered into it.
So he's within 5. This guy hasn't moved yet, so I get advantage. That negates the disadvantage.
Mhm.
I take it.
Mm.
So regular straight
Yeah,
attack.
just straight
with the
roll.
glass blade. Okay. So 24.
It's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Like
then
slash up and like a chunk of him comes off the arm and just kind of lands on the ground.
Then second attack, I will use an unarmed strike. Which, again, I don't have advantage, so I guess this is a disadvantage.
This one will be a disadvantage.
You know what? I won't. I'll use the blast blade again to negate the disadvantage. 6 plus 9, 15?
Does not hit.
It's not good. Okay. Alright. I will use a key point. You know, I'll use a key point for the one that hit to do stunning strike. To try stunning strike again.
Ooh.
14.
Fails.
Hey.
So he's stunned.
Stunned. So that actually I think makes my next attack at advantage, but it was advantage anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Good.
Alright.
We need to fund that. though.
Stunnings.
So that was a
Another
key point
season
for my
to do another
attack.
quest
Alright, so
for it.
now
Yeah, that class is, they're so fun.
I can make my flurry. Now I'll use my last key point and flurry of blows for 2 more attacks,
Rolled a hit.
and they're straight rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I think they both miss. 2 5s.
Unfortunately, they do.
5 plus 8 is 13 for each of those. Okay.
Maybe stunned, but it's still dark in here. Anything else?
No. I think that's everything. I'm going to stay there and wait for him to hit me.
Next.
Or maybe Basil will hit me again.
Why do that?
Harmony, you see the bone trader kind of like walk up to that room and look in and see that it's just smoky darkness inside. Before you kind of like reaches into his bag and he takes out like a really like old yellowed kind of like sun bleached bone and has a few like symbols kind of carved etched into it and kind of holds it up. You might need some help before cracking and snapping the bone in half. And you hear outside just like some like ground shifting as outside 4 skeletons dig their way up out of the dirt.
Oh my god.
Start coming up. Summon the undead is the only thing he can do for his
Did he
action.
move forward at all?
No, he's
Oh,
stable.
okay.
And his turn.
I think if he ends his turn, he takes damage again. If he stays in the cloud. It's concentration.
Right, I forgot about the cloud. Then he will try to move.
Because it says he only takes damage. Like, anyone can only take damage from it once per turn. So I think it's like, if I conjure it on them, or they walk into it, or they stay in it.
How large is the space?
5. It's only 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
But he would take it again, unless he would be able to.
Then yeah, he'll move. Just batting the shards of glass out of the way. That's him. Next is Kiln. He just kind of uses the rest of the movement to climb to the top of the stairs and kind of elbow smashes the glass and kind of jumps through into that window and looks around and sees all you and like the dead little goblin going the wrong way.
It opens.
I miss everything.
Has 2 windows you've smashed through.
One intentionally.
Are you chiding him?
I need to destroy the place.
Come up here and stop short of that and looks at the light, looks at Nik-Nak kind of half snoring. He's got some movement there.
It's the thing. It's the crystal up there. It's that thing.
Got it. He kind of like just does a little finger gun at it and does produce flame and kind of does a little. Stone is destroyed. As he just like blasts a little bit of fire and he kind of like looks down at Nik-Nak then back at Tam like, is she okay?
Hopefully.
Take my tent.
Right.
We're gonna add it to the code.
This keeps on moving. Nik-Nak, you're up. The sleep spell ends on you.
Oh, nice. Great. Okay.
Nice.
All right. I will get up. Look around. I didn't see him die, did I?
No.
Okay, great. So
He is cut in half.
You do turn around and that goblin is cut in half.
Right. Well, what are we doing?
Everyone's running that way.
Okay. And so I will run that way, I guess. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Can I? It's still dark in here?
Mhm.
Okay.
But the door's open.
But the door is open.
You should just totally shoot in there because you
I
can't
think I
possibly
kind of
hit-
want to.
You can't possibly hit a friend.
Yeah.
That never happens.
It never happens.
Just yelled up.
I've gotten hit by your bolts and they've healed me. It's fine.
That-
You accidentally hit me one time. I
That
was
does
hurt,
sound
but I
like
was
a
okay.
very intelligent thing that Nik-Nak would think of. So he is going to shout, "Look out!" And he's just going to take a shot.
I will know and react to duck.
Would Anara know to duck hearing that?
Anara, if she gets hit, can deflect missiles.
Fair enough.
And throw them back at
Back at
Nik-Nak.
me.
Sorry?
You use your reaction for his sucker punch. Oh no, you got your turn. Never mind. Yeah, you're good.
I have a reaction. I don't particularly want to use it to collect Nik-Naks for trash, just for the record. But
Listen,
I have
they're
to.
powerful. It sucks getting hit.
What are
by
you gonna
this
deflect one of my attacks? It's not like I would hit you.
That's the most damage I've taken in the whole game.
Yeah,
except
it
for
was
one
bad
time.
when he got me too.
I'm shooting at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, probably won't hit anyone. Those are pretty good rolls.
It's probably gonna hit you.
26
Yeah.
to hit someone.
Disadvantage. Right on.
Yeah, I rolled an 18 and a 19.
Get on.
Sick.
Probably aimed up a little.
But it's Nik-Nak. He always has to aim up.
Right. His aiming up
Sure.
is
Always a
shooting
little
level.
arc.
Yeah, there's always a little.
I guess he
what
hasn't
am I
seen
doing?
what this guy looks like yet.
Yeah.
8s.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah,
say, I
just
think
shot
everyone
in the
kind of
dark.
knows it's big. But I
Yeah.
think
Well,
that's
we
it.
know it's 10 size.
Yeah, 10 size.
Right.
11 piercing.
You get it.
Second attack.
Okay, we're like,
I was
which
waiting
one of us
for
are
that.
taking
I was
it?
waiting for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And Anara, you take damage.
Nara, you feel a pain in your ass.
Alright, the second one is a natural one.
Basil.
Natural.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Roll damage at a natural 1.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I'm getting them. 12
12.
piercing.
Basil, it's 12 points of damage.
They're coming from behind!
We're surrounded.
Okay.
Did I hit anyone with the first, or did
You hit the
Oh, him.
brute with the.
I bit the brute? Okay, great. I hit somebody. Good.
And then you hit Basil. Just,
Sorry.
that's not
2 shots!
Well, at least the second one I probably would have heard Basil and been like, "They got my gun off! I got him, Basil! I got it back! Don't worry!" And I'm gonna have Sledge 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He'll just dash 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70,
Get in here, Sledge.
75,
The water's lovely.
80. Well, he dashed.
Oh,
He's got
oh,
40. He's got 40.
40. Fresh.
Mhm.
Fast feet.
He
Yeah.
just kind of
he's
goes in a
rolling.
little sphere form and just rolls past everybody.
Well, no, yeah, that's it. Because dash is the whole action. Right?
Yeah.
So that the brute is next. They're gonna make an attack against Anara or Basil or Sledgehog. You know what? It's gonna try regardless. Either way, it's got disadvantage. It's not 20 and a 7. That's not hit any of you. It's gonna do its second swing. Bit better. First, it's gonna have to find out who it's gonna try to hit.
Well, who did it try and hit the first time?
It's the first. It doesn't matter. It's below everybody's AC.
No, but I can still use my sucker.
Oh, that's
punch
fair.
If,
Okay.
if it was not, if it's attacking me, but if it's not attacking me, I can't.
Like smoke.
Yeah, the smoke
Like
cloud and
fists.
fist coming out.
First attack was against Basil. It missed. Second one will be against Anara.
Tasmanian devil whirlwind.
That's
And me just
hit.
Yeah, randomly in there.
It's just swinging this big maul and it goes right past you.
I'm gonna use my reaction
Yeah.
to increase my AC and to try the sucker punch.
Yes, let's go.
Back.
There we go.
So plus 4. I think I probably need 13 or 14 or more. Nope.
You just go to punch back, but it's just a little too
Still
dark in
haven't
here.
landed it against
Well,
me.
one of these days.
One
Damn.
of these days, that's gonna have effect. It's gonna work.
Zakkai, you're up.
Awesome. I'm
Like, they're in there.
Yeah, I'll run forward. I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it still just a big cloud of smoke in there?
Yep.
Awesome.
Anyone see or
Just
hear
chuck some
the...
knives
Just
in
throw
it.
anything into it. It's fine.
Let's just shoot it into it. It's fine.
Cast
fireball. It's fine.
There's really not much I can do to not accidentally hurt someone. There aren't any windows on this wall, right? Like, we wouldn't see the undead that are.
Oh no, there's 3 small, those little like kind of slit kind of size windows.
Like arrow slit windows.
Okay.
Kinda.
Oh, it's
So you do see some like skeletons crawling away out of the ground.
Probably could have attacked those, but
I couldn't get through the window if I wanted to.
Perception.
It would require an acrobatics check.
I'll go fight some skeletons.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna run up and go, woo, and then as I kind of from the corner of my eye catch these undead like crawling out of the ground, and I'm gonna kind of like glance over to the room where I know that at least I have a few allies already going that way, and I'm gonna burst my way out the window.
All right, make an acrobatics check for me real quick.
It's a 6.
6.
Classic.
So you like get out the window and are kind of like ready to go through with it before you kind of like put your hand on like kind of the windowsill a little bit. It's an old building. It breaks as you fall and land here, taking 5 bludgeoning damage.
Just like the
Smooth.
first episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey.
Call back.
Yeah.
Just like I did with Basil.
I have resistance, so I'm absorbing a little bit of that.
All right.
Nice.
Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, totally. What of my action economy did that check and fall
Just your movement.
take? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna burst myself forward, do another rock slide as I try to hit both of these.
Ooh.
And they both have to do deck saves.
Both or all 3?
Well, actually, if I can like hear and like cut through all of those squares, I'll do it. But if not, actually, what I could do, I'm gonna hobble my way and then this way. Well, actually, let me get these 3.
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
So 2 of them fail. The
Bell curve, baby.
fail, and the middle one succeeded.
Okay. So then I'll roll. Do I do damage for each or one?
It's one
roll?
damage roll for all.
Perfect. That's 8.
Nice.
That's my bonus, and then for my action, I'm gonna swipe out with my sand claw and just right through this guy right in front of me.
Yeah, roll to hit.
So that would be 24. Yeah,
Hit.
24 to hit.
Yes.
And then
Roll
that
high
would
rolls.
be 9 damage.
Collapses to a pile of bones on the floor.
Nice.
Okay, that's more like it. Bring it on, skeletons! I'm gonna get their attention. I will get their attention. I'm gonna try to, like, be loud and distract them. I do have some more movement because my rock slide doesn't take my movement. So I'm gonna run
nice.
this way a bit and try to kind of make them run toward me.
Corral them.
And that's my turn.
Rock slide is sort of Zakkai's version of Misty Step. It's just that you will physically move.
Oh, I want to go there.
Yeah. And we'll barrel over and he's in the way. All right. Harmony, you're up.
All right. I just stand up. I'm still just kind of like, I've got control of my little cloud of glass. So I'm just like, ugh. I'm just gonna send it. Actually, well, okay, first of all, I'm gonna come out of here. Grandma, go hide in that room back there and try to like send her back here.
Management's that way.
10 will protect you. He's in that room back there.
No, it won't take up your action. It won't take anything. Just make a persuasion check real quick.
With advantage because she really wants to bug me.
It's a 16.
16?
She does really want to bug you.
You say that like, oh, Tim's back there, and she immediately turns around. Where is that? And she starts walking the other way.
Okay. And I'm just gonna send the cloud of daggers through him, so he'll take the damage, and I can move it up to 30 feet. So I'm gonna send it out the broken window. So 5, 10, 15, and then down 20 down-ish, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Nice.
So get those two also.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's only 10 feet down.
Yeah, it's only 10 feet down, so you can get it there.
Okay.
What did you get?
And then they will all take 11 slashing.
No, it's just flat damage.
Oh no, wait, sorry. Oh no, wait, it only hits these two, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then they stay. However, for the bone trade up the top, Harmony, show us how it's done.
Hey.
You could have been a really good piano player, but you're just really grossing me out.
And just bunch of shards of daggers or glass just rake across him
Yeah.
on their way outside. And
Such a
he's just
shame.
literally like ribbons, just kind of ground falls down on the floor.
And then, I guess I will actually, 10, 15, 20, 25, I'll just kind of, excuse me. And then like, or actually, well, I'll go 30. So I'm kind of standing in, I kind of step over him, and I'm standing in like the broken window looking kind of out, I think.
Sure.
And I guess my intention is to be like kind of in this spot where I can like see out the window and also see into the room.
You cannot see into that room.
No? Oh, well, that's true.
Oh.
That's true. Then I will. I'll just say, Mork, why don't you get out of here and go help Kiln? He's in the other room where the tongue guy was. We got this. We got this. And try to like get him out of the room. And yeah, then in that case, I'll give Zakkai inspiration. And I'll just, all right, let's get these skeletons.
You got it.
I will say only because would take him out of invisibility. You hear some like scuttling behind you. You see on this back corner behind on the wall, there is a large kind of like old-timey kind of like wall safe kind of situation, and you hear a kind of like rusty like sound, and you look over as it swings open, and inside Piccolo. I found stuff. And he's like standing on a small pile
There
of
you are.
boards and
Oh!
stuff in a little safe area.
Wow.
Good. Well, that is also a goal of, an adventuring party. So that was great. Why don't you leave that open? We'll get back. We'll definitely take all of this. And do you want to help me kill some skeletons?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, they're right down there.
He kind of like looks and vanishes again.
Okay. He, I guess, technically has his own initiative, but I don't know.
I got it.
I guess he's still operating pretty independently, it seems, so I'll let him just do whatever.
He listens to you, but he has his own
Yeah.
motives and motivation.
Oh yeah, that was all.
Oh. Tim, you're up.
Okay, having lots of weird sound stuff this battle. Silence, sound again, hearing commotion in the courtyard. I think Tem is gonna be like, okay, I guess I gotta check this out now. 5, 10, 15, 20, come out onto the balcony there. Yeah, so that's within 30 feet. It's gonna say, okay, skeletons, tongues, what else is next? But clearly seeing that these guys are, like, undead, summoned undead. Tem is gonna... You've seen him work with his little thimble a lot of times before, but I don't think he's ever, like, revealed to anyone that is, like, his, like, holy symbol, like, spellcasting focus.
That's so cute.
Because he keeps it on a necklace, like threaded through a chain. So you're gonna see him kind of like lift the necklace up, and it's gonna catch the moonlight, and he's going to turn undead on all three right there. So they have to make wisdom saving throws. Okay, so those two fail. And I have Seer Undead, so the 2 that failed take 4d8.
No. Shit.
Bye-bye, Skeleton.
Well, that was a crap roll. But that was an amazing roll.
And I'll leave it out.
So that's 18 radiant damage.
Whoa. Damn.
Ooh, he's a strong one.
That many.
Shit.
Yeah, and I think that Tem like looks down and be like, makes eye contact with Zakkai and be like, "You got that, right?"
Yeah.
Okay. And Tem's gonna turn right back around. That was 20, 25.
I turn
30.
over to Harmony. That's our healer, right?
I'm worried about the sprinkles. Okay.
Anything else, Tem?
I think it's a sign that he really trusts us.
Yeah. Okay.
That was my action. How is Kiln looking now that I healed him? Does he seem like he's like picked back up a decent amount, that he's able to like he seems like ready to go back into combat?
He's pretty good.
No, I'm good.
He's back to like half.
Okay. Yeah, he's good. Go get him, Kiln. I got the sprinkles here. I'm doing your job.
You're still not getting a cut.
As long as you take Grandma Husha away from me, please.
Just take Grandma Usha.
You say that, then there's a pause. 5%.
No, it's not worth it.
Just go deal with it, whatever's happening over there.
Alright. Anything else, Tem?
That's it.
Excellent. Bottom of the round, the sprinkles are going to make their way outside. So you see now, I forgot their names already. Lime and what's the name of the father's sprinkles? Wait, no. Kind of coming down those stairs, carrying their children, Reek and Enor, and kind of running to the wagon, being like, "We should go! We should go! We should go!"
Yeah, you should go.
As they all start just like tossing things into the wagon, getting ready to go. Before Rook being like, "Wait, Grandma Husha's inside." Before they all kind of look back at the building, and then to you expectantly.
Tem Boaz!
Why is she?
If I
I'll get her. Just
supposed to be carrying my stuff.
load up your cart. We'll get her. We'll get her. Fucking
Top of the round, Basil, you're up.
For Basil, attacking wildly normally works, but now dealing with Anara, he's knowing to activate his senses. So I'm going to use Divine Sense to be able to sense undead within 60 feet, then hoping I can get a sense between Anara and then what this other thing is to then attack this thing now knowingly.
You detect 2 undead creatures side by side.
Dang it.
I'm assuming one's bigger than the other, though, and go for that one.
You just know that there's 2 undead presences.
Okay.
This creature is still stunned until the beginning of my turn, so you do get advantage on this.
It's a straight roll.
So a straight roll?
Yep.
Great.
Because Mork hasn't moved, right?
No. Not yet.
Great. Then
Not his turn.
For a what was it? A 18?
Hits.
A. Ooh, I'm gonna reroll that one. For 15 slashing damage there, and then I will add a smite to that one for.
Yeah.
And throw that for a level 3 or a level 2.
Oh, 0.
Sorry. For 12 more radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 24 radiant damage.
And then I'll do my second attack for a dirty 20.
And
Hits.
total bonuses depending on what you use it for.
Okay.
I know it's 3 over there, so I'll just tell you.
I'll reroll that 2 for another 15 slashing damage.
Alright. It looks pretty carved up at this point. Make sure. Want this feature and do anything? I don't think so. Nope. Anything?
We got this, Anara!
I'm doing fine. I just got the sword wound.
I just keep hitting this
Stop
thing.
carrying a sword.
I'm hitting every attack. It's great. Thanks for your training.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Anything else, Basil?
No,
Alright.
feeling great.
It is the skeleton's turn. Well, pretty high on the initiative. Okay, yeah, I can close the distance. Just kind of like shambles up towards you, Zakkai. It's gonna make a bone knife attack for an 8 to hit.
Fails.
All right, that's their turn.
Nice.
Since it moved into my space while my sand armor is active, my swirling sands are gonna cut into him.
All right.
That's a d6 of slashing. Oh, if it fails.
Oh, it.
A con save.
Con save. 4.
Fails. That is 4 damage. Slashing.
Nice.
4/4.
4 damage exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
You dare?
Yeah. After I called it toward me, and kind of lie in wait as these swirling sands start to kind of like float around me, and then as it closes the distance, it naturally like reacts as it slices through and cuts off the skeleton's head.
Just
Awesome.
Ashes
collapses
to ashes,
into a
dust
pile
to
of
dust.
bones.
Sorry.
All for the skeletons. Anara, you're up.
So I think at this point I'm gonna move into this square to be directly opposite to get flanking. First attack will be with the glass blade, which is a flat roll. Advantage cancels out. That's 18 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. For 10 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Second attack is going to be an unarmed strike. Because I'm flanking, it's also a flat roll. 14. No, 15. 14.
To hit.
Yes.
Does not hit.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have any key points left, so I think I could just take it one unarmed strike with a bonus action. So I will try that. Again, I miss. 6, 5, 5, 6. That's it.
Alright. Bone Trader's dead. Kiln is up. I'll get to about there. He's going to hold an action.
It's not stunned.
Oh yeah, that's done. He's gonna hold an action for his. He's gonna wait to see before doing an attack. His action will be triggered as soon as Mork kind of materializes into lizard form. So the room is no longer heavily obscured. And basically you see just how close you are and to what you're close with. There's a giant weird creature standing there with a massive maul in its hand. He's going to...
I want to try and keep its attention on me.
No, keep your attention on me.
He's going to try to...
Fucking land
Kiln just kind of like sees the big maul in the creature's hand before smirking a little bit, and he's gonna reach out, snap his fingers, and the maul suddenly starts to glow bright orange before it gets hotter and hotter. He casts heat metal.
Hell yeah.
Heat metal.
But he will not let go, so he's gonna take the 2d8 fire damage. Ooh, 14 fire damage.
Nice.
2 sevens. That is it for Kiln. Nik-Nak, you are up.
Okay.
Aim at Basil!
I'm gonna like get up to him and just
Tony
sort of like,
Duck!
scoot over
Is
to
that
his
your
side.
problem? It's giant! How did you possibly hit Basil before?
I didn't. Somebody got my gun.
There's a bullet in my butt. It wasn't me.
Thanks for me!
I got it back. Don't worry.
Roll ahead.
Alright.
You just hear the gun cock and I just
my
already
gun.
duck on the ground. Just go
Our whole
prone.
group
Don't
has
worry.
PTSD. We're all
Yeah, I
like,
got it back. Yeah, right. We
Everyone
never know
starts-
if we're next.
Have we all been
You
hit by
start
it
a
at least
healing
once?
spell as soon as you hear it.
Yeah, just like ready.
Do I have advantage?
I don't think so. Is that 2 attacks? You rolled?
Yeah, I just rolled both
Oh,
attacks. Yeah.
No, okay, I thought you rolled one.
So that is a 27 and a 22.
Both hit.
Okay. 13 points.
Wow.
Piercing.
Nik-Nak shows how it's done.
Okay. Well, casually as he's approaching, he's gonna like glance out the window and see that like Zakkai is okay and be like, and then he'll just he'll take position like right next to him. Seeing that it's open, he'll take. He sees that the thing is glowing, and he wants it. So I would like to try and aim at both his hands and blow both of his wrists off, so that he drops.
And just clumps of like just calloused, dry skin just kind of land on the ground, and the big maul also lands on the ground as he kind of stumbles back a little bit. And the rest of it sort of like deteriorates as it just kind of like he de-physicalizes and just kind of turns into a big slump of discarded calloused skin in a corner.
I'll have Sledgehog pull the weapon away.
We did it!
Yeah, you're all out of combat.
Is that everyone? Are the sprinkles safe?
I'm gonna go
Did we get
immediately
it?
over to the pile of
Alright.
sprinkles
Yeah.
and. Hey,
Grandma's,
hello.
Grandma's
You
in the
okay?
tower.
Ah, Grandma.
Hello.
Use the door.
Oh, this way?
Yeah, use the door.
I'll go through the door, and I'll make my way to Grandma.
So
while you're...
I would just basically be like gently waking all of them up, trying to get them out.
I'll turn back around and go into the little. I'll go grab the stuff that Piccolo found and like dump it into a bag real quick.
Basil. Yeah. How many shards was you hit me? Hold on.
I get you? Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna cast healing. It's just like heal up your wounds. Or lay on hands. Sorry.
No,
But
it was.
I did it. And I'm just like buzzing with like just like positive.
Yeah.
Did
But
it.
maybe next time, when it's just us.
Yeah.
No, when that's
Yeah.
pointing to the
Oh.
god.
Well,
Flash.
sorry. I
No, it was good hit.
I just want to help
Didn't
you.
see it coming.
Why were all of these guys so disgusting?
Bunch
The
of
one guy
jerks.
tried to pull the bones out of my arm.
This guy was like had a cape of tongues in the other room.
After I wake him up, can I go and see if there's any like missives or instructions that I can find on the other guy's body that's in this room?
Make an investigation check.
Some instructions or
Black
reason why
market
they're
body.
doing it.
Sellings.
Investigation.
Yeah, I guess like check out anything else that could be in this room too. Along
Nope.
with his body.
Harmony, in the safe
Oh, yeah.
is 1 potion of healing,
Fresh.
2 potions of greater healing, and 462 gold pieces.
Yo.
Sick.
That is a 4, unless I can somehow be smelling him to try and find anything of intrigue on this
Smell
body,
intense.
since he is kind of a gross dude.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I can try and sniff something out. Okay, that would be a 15.
15?
Yeah.
Uh,
Anything unusual, you know, he's cut in half now, so that's pretty unusual. But
it's definitely unusual. Very gross. The only thing that he even seems to have on him was the dagger that he was using, and on close inspection, it's just a standard rusty dagger. He does have the only thing that you were able to kind of smell from the corner of the room where it was discarded. There was the kind of cloak of severed tongues, and there is also only on inspecting the body and getting close to it, there is a faint kind of like almost rotten eggy kind of smell that you see comes from a small like sack hanging from his belt. You see like 2 objects inside.
I'll open it.
You see 2 of those stones. Those kind of like rugged stones that he would throw and it would levitate.
I'll take them.
Yeah.
Did in investigating him, because I saw like the radiant damage did more, and I'm seeing his like viscera and stuff now. Does he seem like he was undead at all, or he was like doesn't seem to be?
Upon looking at him and just like the smell alone, this creature, even though he was alive a few seconds ago, has been dead for quite a while.
Okay. All right. Well, that's gross. goes. All right, Sprickles, let's go. We don't need to see this. And,
I'll go back also after I grab the stuff, just like dump it in a bag, and then go back to the long guy and like kind of dig through his pockets and everything, and then maybe try to see if I can like figure out like was it a magical thing that kind of like did this to him? How did he end up this way?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Take his bones.
Who do I trust? I know.
He would have done it to you.
Try.
I'll have grabbed the abomination of the tongue. Or did you grab it already?
No, I threw it aside.
I will grab the abomination.
Yeah.
Clothing should not
like,
be made out of flesh unless it is tanned leather harvested ethically.
How much are you down?
16.
16.
Oh,
Hey.
16.
Easy go.
And roll 16. Oh.
Easy go.
It's the best number.
I think I can do up to 25 with the hands now.
Nice.
The person that you kind of like look over and investigate them, Harmony, they don't seem to have any like. There's no material items on them. They're not carrying anything. The only thing they have is like a small. It looks like just a miniature like arrow quiver, but instead is just several bones kind of just like left in it. You
I
even
would be
kinda,
intrigued by that
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that was how he was doing his
yeah,
magic.
you take one out and you see those kind of like glyphs carved into it, but like as you're taking out, you see it kind of ash away and kind of vanish. Whatever spell that he had put on him has left with him.
So Sledge grabbed the mole away, right? I guess Basil, help me.
Yeah.
If there's anything else here.
Yeah, can I
Search
activate detect magic and kind of just do a sniff and smell around of what could be sensing around?
At least the only thing in this room that lights up to you is indeed the mole. Everything else is non-magical except for what you guys carry.
And I'll help
Are there any other
Sledge
items on his
move it
body?
into the bag.
Shove it in.
Have we-
Well, I would like to cast Identify on her before we begin, but...
Oh.
Have we seen any sign of what would have happened to all of the glass blades that were supposed to be stationed here? Was
Wasn't
there
there
like
a bunch of
pile
dead
bodies?
bodies
Is it in
in
this
that
room?
room?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
just
in
like
your room.
motion
Okay.
around
Yeah.
and all the dead.
Or-
I poked my
no,
head.
they did that.
Oh.
Yeah, this is.
Oh.
Do we all get a blast blade?
Oh.
That's a very good question. Are there any glass blades
Yeah.
like
Make an
lying?
investigation check.
Oh, they're all in here.
And as I walk in here to
Like-
find Grandma Husha, I'm gonna
I'll
take a
go
look
too.
around this room as well.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, it's like, can I help Nick
Is it
with
perception?
that?
I got a natural
Perception
investigation.
I got a 19.
A natural 20 also for a 29
Hell
investigation.
yeah.
Oh!
Also a nat 20.
Whoa! We really want their shit.
Keep it rolling for the table.
Grandma.
For a 28.
Yeah, you find
Because she wants to be found.
Yeah.
You see all
there.
of Grandma Husha. You
She
see
pops
her
in
all.
behind us.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, hi Grandma Husha. What's going on in here?
Those look
And I
nice.
scan the room.
That's almost exactly how it happens. You kind of walk in before she notices you. You kind of walk in. You see Grandma Husha going through stuff. She's opening drawers, looks in, and
You're also
kinda-
scavengers.
She's doing. I mean, yeah, there's
Why
scroungers.
Scroungers. Sorry,
What they do
scroungers.
best.
But you
That's
see
kind
that she's like just doesn't seem to be actively looking for anything. She's literally the definition of snooping. She's just seeing what's here and poking around, looking at stuff. But as soon as she realizes that
Nosy
you are
old lady.
there,
That's me.
immediately switches, "Where is?" And she has no idea what's going on, and it's like, "Where is everyone?"
While working Thieves' Cant Inn, maybe I'm gonna say like, have you found anything good? I can help you look.
Grandma.
Make a roll a charisma check and add your
Grandma's
proficiency.
gonna have a new favorite.
Good.
I said plus efficiency. That's 20. 21.
21.
Yeah.
She just kind of like goes on and keeps on like, yeah, no service here, and kind of like walks past you, and she says like a little phrase that it doesn't much mean anything, but you recognize as older Thieves' Cant as nothing good.
She was a
Older
badass
things.
rogue in her day.
For sure. As she passes it and mutters that, I'm gonna just
Yeah.
I'm gonna smirk to
Sexy
myself.
hedgehog.
And trusting that she kind of knows what she's talking about, I'm just gonna turn on my heel and follow her.
You understand these guys?
Yeah.
You have rogue now?
It's part of my background, really.
He's got.
Yeah.
Yeah, background.
I just
get that.
looked
Yeah.
We can talk.
You guys, did you identify the...
I would, yeah.
We also
Yeah.
had 2 crits on getting the glass
And
plates.
finding bodies.
Yeah, sorting through the bodies, you do find 2 glass blades.
Hell
Glass blade
yeah.
short swords.
Oh, well, these will be really handy to hold on to.
I will say, I only trust her if my nat 20 didn't find me anything else. By the way.
It didn't.
Cool.
She was accurate.
Cool.
They're good weapons. Highly recommend.
Yeah. Well, we should definitely hold on to them, I guess. And
Yeah, we can
maybe
keep them
definitely
right,
keep them hidden. But
right in this bag.
Can you all use them?
Are they gonna-
use them?
Is that
probably
your
a
bag?
more
Is that
effective
your
than
bag?
idea? Can you use them?
Yeah, I can. You know, I'll have to kind of practice a little different balance maybe, but I can use it.
We can spot. I can show you.
Okay.
Ooh, we can spar together.
Not you.
All right.
You learned
Oh,
everything you need to do.
Did I already graduate?
Yeah.
Yes!
We're gonna have a ceremony.
Just like looking at the
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum,
You're
bum.
trying gash.
gosh.
Maybe you could
Oh,
also.
I think we're good.
Anara, maybe you could also help me and Piccolo's kind of learn to work a little better as a team.
I am still just teaching
like
strength
you and-
guard, so
Oh,
maybe we
okay.
can work as a group.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they can maybe learn from each other.
I think that would be a really good idea.
I'm trying to get him to, kind of coordinate so that he can distract while we attack. That would,
Yeah,
people
I was trying to get Piccolo to maybe help us, but he just kind of went off. But he did
found a lot of good stuff.
find us a lot of gold.
That's
so
helping.
We kind of have a lot of gold now.
Okay, great.
So that's also useful. But if the fight was a little more scary, could have used his help maybe. So
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna work on that.
Yeah. Next time we take a break, we can spend some time on that.
Well,
I'm
is
gonna
it
grab my
night?
potion
No,
to the
it's
rest
still
of
the evening that we just got
sprinkles.
here, right?
Yeah, I will be
It was
Same.
yeah,
coming
yeah,
out.
late
Packing
when
up
we
stuff.
arrived, so
Yeah.
it is like
Do we?
It's
nighttime now.
it's, yeah.
Should we still sleep here, or should we move on?
Well-
I don't want anyone to think we.
As you see Tem coming back out with, you see that
I think we're responsible.
he looks probably more disgusted than you've ever seen him in your time together. Like barely holding on to
When
this
you eat
tongue
dirt like a
coat.
few episodes
barely holding on to this abomination of a clothing item as he re-enters the little courtyard, and he'll come in and say, well, the terrible monster that had this coat on there was clearly undead as well too, and there's nothing else left over there. I found 2 of his stones that he was using, but this thing here, I can't abide by this. I really, it goes against more than anything else that I've encountered with you all, the teachings of my faith and what everything I stand for. So,
We'll give it to Nik-Nak.
well,
Do
it's
you want to cut it up?
It's an abomination.
Well,
I would like
let's
to.
find out what it is first.
I would like to destroy it.
Yeah, let's cut it up. This is
Find
gross.
out what it is first.
I'm kind of pretty adamant that nothing like this should ever exist.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's violence. It's an abomination of what everything that I stand for and that I'm working for, and I don't think it should be in the world. And all the poor people who sacrificed for this, it chills me to the bone.
Yeah.
But if you want to, he'll toss it on the ground and say do what you will initially with it. But I would love your all permission to get rid of this.
Yeah,
I
I don't
agree.
I don't think we should be going around with these innocent people's.
No.
It's not the second law's way.
Looking at Nik-Nak.
Well, I would be already in the process of identifying the glaive.
What it is.
I will try and surreptitiously run my hand, I'll have these on and just be like, okay, we should get rid of it.
In which case, doing that, I'll say, Nik-Nak, you identify one of them. And you can choose which one.
The glaive.
Is that good?
He doesn't have any use for tongues, so he actually doesn't have any objections to destroying
Yeah.
it.
And I was like, I just meant more in the sense of maybe
He's just curious.
we could kind of turn it into either destroying it or using it in a way that would do some good out of it, but not keeping it to use it, but maybe
I doubt
some
it's
sort of final action to.
something that any of us would want to use, but at
No.
the same time,
I don't want to wear that.
maybe worth finding out what it is before we destroy it.
I think it should just be gone.
Yeah, I agree with Tim on this one.
It is kind of messed up.
As long as it's not, the last container holding back a greater evil. Just want to cover all our bases. We don't know who these guys were working for.
Will you give me an hour to find out what it does first?
We don't want to keep it. To use it. It just. I think it's better to know.
Well, I would like to be the one to destroy this.
I'll hand it to you after I learn.
Plus, if it's.
I don't want to touch it again.
If it's cursed and we try to,
we don't know. Put it in a place where you can destroy it. Whatever you want. Since we find out what it is.
Since we have the time and ability, I think we should just make sure it's not cursed or something, so that it won't
I
backfire
guess,
on us.
can I use then my divine sense and try to do a check to see if it's cursed, similar to like I did with Zakkai?
Look, if we spend an hour with it, we can learn its properties.
You can basically ascertain its properties after a while. I will say the scissors that you have are pretty good at identifying cursed objects.
Yes.
You know that the coat is not cursed.
Okay.
But I will say that since detect magic lasts for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
you do pick a subtle magical aura from the coat.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I will, Anara, while you do whatever it is that you insist on doing with this coat, I'm gonna deal with the Sprickles and get them calmed down, and I think we should pack them back up in their wagons and not stay here. They probably are not too keen on being here still.
I think we'd be better off just
Especially
making our own camp in the woods.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to think that we did this.
Yeah.
Well, most of this.
I also don't want
the worst parts.
I also don't want to sleep around all these dead people.
Yeah, it kind of
that's
stinks.
gross.
I agree.
So I'll help, load
Let's
up
get them
and
all
deal with
packed
this.
up.
I'll
like this.
help too.
Yeah.
Get Grandma Husha. Come on, Grandma Husha. Actually, I'll pass. I will handhold
Good,
her over to Tem.
a distraction for Tem.
I will handhold her over to Tem and let her go and walk away silently.
Let's chill with Uncle Rook.
You kind of do that, and you kind of hand her off and turn away. She's still holding your hand.
Favorite.
Oh,
And
God.
she gives you a little tug. Come on, Johnny. I need some help up into the car.
I have.
Put your back into it. She's already climbing on you.
Tem looks
Tim,
over with
maybe you can
sympathy
help me.
and does not meet your eye, and it's just okay. We gotta get all of this stuff back in the cart.
Nik-Nak, you identify the Maul of the Ram. Big, long, heavy metal kind of maul.
Built ram tough.
The front, yeah.
It's like,
But yeah, the Sprinkles also seem pretty eager to leave this place, but they are quickly packing things up and.
If any of them got injured, I'd heal them up. Or
Luckily, they all seem
Okay.
unharmed. But they are the ones that did fall asleep due to the spell do feel a bit woozy, daisy. But otherwise,
Can I identify them?
oh yes. After spending a short time with it, you do identify the Coat of Lies. I can also read it to you if you want.
I'm assuming he can detect lies because he can be able to tell that I was lying, but I biffed it.
Oh, he could tell you were lying?
Yeah, I mean, I totally meant to trip and fall, but he seemed to think that I was lying when I did that.
Interesting.
But I don't know.
It's a very interesting approach to magic. I mean, using tongues, that's not what I would choose, but do you know what it does?
We can destroy it.
I would appreciate
Tim,
that.
Tim wants it destroyed. Do you want to do it yourself?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
please.
But you don't want to touch it.
No,
Where should I?
you can just put it on the ground there.
I put it on the ground.
And then I will just take a moment, an acknowledgement of all the pain and suffering that had gone into the creation of this horrendous object, and I will cast Sunray, and all the ribbons basically come out, and it's almost like it wraps it up like a present, like a gift, and they just keep circling around as they're glowing with radiant light, and it just incinerates, vaporizes it.
Just scatter little radiant embers eventually kind of scatter across the floor as it destroys.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, that was kind of gross.
Losing your tongue seems awful.
Well, I'm ready to get out of here.
Yes.
Are the sprinkles packed up?
Yeah, they're ready.
While Tem was going and preparing his
help with that,
thing to destroy that, afterward I'm going to have Sledgehog drag them all over to Basil. And like, Hops.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What's up?
I lied to you.
What do you mean?
I did shoot you.
And checks like behind me and be like,
You hear Tem yell, "Join the club!"
I didn't mean to, but it was dark. So
Basil hit me with the sword as well.
Oh, really? You hit her?
I did!
Oh, good job!
You hitting is an apology, but you hitting Anara, I was like, yeah, everyone says yeah.
He was trying to. Anyway, he's going to present them all to you.
What's
as-
this?
I want you to have it.
Was it an apology for shooting me in the butt?
Yeah.
Neat!
Didn't give me anything.
I'll just start
He was well back
I
then.
think technically that belongs to me now, but you can keep it.
Well, thanks, guys.
If we're about to head out for a little while longer, does anybody need any healing before we rest for the night? Is everyone okay?
Oh, Basil fixed me up.
Yeah, I'm doing alright.
Is Kill doing okay?
I got him patched up a little bit during the fight, so I think with a rest, we'll probably be okay.
I can take a carrot break, but
I mean, maybe
otherwise
heal
I'm
him now
good.
just because he's going to complain all night anyway.
You know what? He would complain either way, so.
Yes, I'm not going to be sitting there alone. So.
All right, well, maybe we'll just go a little further on
Yeah.
so that we're not found
Yeah.
here and
And
don't have to stay here tonight.
Find a good spot for the cottage.
Yeah.
An hour or two should do it, I think.
While you were all having this conversation, you do hear coming out from last one to kind of exit the Tollhouse is Kiln, and he has a large kind of like the Tollhouse like ledger essentially that he kind of tosses on the ground and lights a fire in his hand before kind of like casting it down on the book and kind of burning it just in case.
You burnt a book?
I mean, it's not.
I mean,
In front of us?
yeah,
Gil?
that was a little, I mean, there could
Oh,
have
you
been
knew us
useful
a little-
information in there.
I
Why?
mean, it's a ledge. He stabs his fingers and using control flame, the fire goes out. Do you want it?
I don't
Well,
know.
why do you want to
Yeah.
burn it?
It's not made of tongues.
It's the ledger of who comes through this Tollhouse. I figured
Are we in it?
Well,
I
Well, we
didn't
didn't sign
check,
anything.
but I'll
Yeah.
check if you want me to. And I flip through it.
I don't have a problem with it.
Maybe we should see who might have stopped by
I would
and killed
assume
the
that
glass blades.
the glass blades would probably
these
be
people?
responsible for writing
Yeah,
it
but
down.
we might find out a name, find out a direction.
Or
to-
someone
Doubt
who may have
they would
scoped,
sign
But an
it.
alias,
or someone who may have scoped it out earlier.
an alias could still be useful. They didn't seem very smart. They might use the same one in multiple places.
Yeah,
I don't
we could,
know.
we, could, we could track them.
At this point, I'm tired
If we
and
needed
over
to.
all of this,
Okay.
so
Well, we can just take
We'll
it
just
with
flip
us.
through the latest
We
page.
have more important things to do.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation with advantage, Harmon.
Just a quick look.
Books. Check them out.
Yeah. Information's always good.
Boy.
16.
16? Oh, okay, it's pretty good. You're kind of like just flipping through the most like kind of like the last third of essentially the like the more recent few months as you kind of like.
My fingers are
Scroll
sizzling.
I will say on a 16 you see a name Kuvo Aitu.
Well,
You see his name twice, both checking passing through the Tollhouse, heading towards Yokai both times.
when was this?
He was going
months ago.
back, like back where we just came from.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
going towards the
They
city.
passed through.
Months
Yeah,
ago.
the other direction.
Months ago.
We came through months ago.
Wait,
How many months?
he was it was both were going
Both
Back.
to yokai.
back from the port to Yokai.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
Yeah,
That
headed towards the
direction.
city.
Both
Towards-
ends,
towards
so
where
he's
you
going
left.
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
toward Yokai. So
You see his name once 11 months ago, and one like 3.5 months ago.
We were gone for what, 4 months?
Oh, sorry. In which case, 4.5 months ago.
Okay.
Oh, he's back. He made it out.
No,
No,
that's
no,
saying-
no, that would have been him
That's
going
from when
back.
we were
Yeah.
before we.
That
went
was
to
him
the-
Oh,
coming
that's when.
Yeah.
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 To go.
So he hasn't come back through again.
he came through
Oh.
Yeah,
almost a
so
year
at least
ago,
we know he
and then he
hasn't
came
been
through
here.
again
Yeah.
just before
Going
we all
to the
went
Fae.
Yeah,
to the
when
Fae.
it would have been when we ran into
So
him.
I see.
that was
Yeah.
his way back
Yeah.
into Yokai, probably.
Yeah.
I will also say, Harmony, with a 16, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names with OW as the initials.
OW.
Can I take a note of what those are?
Yes. The first name is
The fake cleric, right?
Olinda Weaves.
What's the name of that object?
Oh boy, Olinda Weaves.
Maul the Ram.
Okay.
Oliver Weskin.
Mm-hmm.
Olga Wurjulak.
Okay.
Olga.
Wurjulak.
Wurdulac.
Boy, I don't have that much space right here. Word.
What was
Okay.
the first name on that one?
Olinda Weaves.
Olinda. No. The
Olga.
or Olga.
Olga.
Olinda Weaves, Oliver Weskin, Olga Wurdelak.
Mm-hmm. There's also an Odessa Wolf and an Ogbert Wallflower. All various like comings and goings over the past like 4 months, 5 months.
Well, if anything, I think this means we're probably on the right path.
Wanda. It was Wilma or Wanda.
If they're potentially going back and forth between yokai and, I mean, I forget, the map, like, is the only other kind of city that would be out this way, the port.
There
was more, right?
There is one, let me bring it up for you.
Like a small town. Like a
They could have been going
Trading
somewhere else,
post.
but I bet you they were going back and
in
forth
and out.
between the port and yokai.
Yes, there's Pojin is like a smaller town halfway between there. You know,
They might have stopped there, but
you probably will cross through Pojin on your next like day or two of travel.
maybe they've already tried a few times to find the heart of the ocean and failed.
Some business coming in and out of the city with these things. I'm sure they were up to no good, whatever it was.
But we can use once we get to the port, we can try and use some of these names to see if we can find
If they're all aliases, yes.
maybe
How they were
ships
traveling.
they rented or places they stayed.
Yeah. Thank you for checking out the ledger. See, books are useful.
Can I burn it now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
He just lights it up. I mean, he just cast it through his fingers before. You see that he didn't used to cast any kind of like fire spells like that until he saw Nik-Nak. Now all his fire spells are like this.
Jealous.
Kind of nice, isn't it?
Kinda nice. I wouldn't have told anybody, Sean.
Yeah, he's my friend. I got him a gift. I think he's okay.
I shoot loads of my friends.
Why? You mean on purpose?
Let's get going. He kind of climbs up on the wagon. Anything else you want to do here at the Tollhouse before heading out?
I think we just want to get far enough away.
Get away from the area.
Far
Yeah.
enough away where
Step
we're
on
not
it.
close enough that if anyone shows up, they can find us. I'll do my best to sort of cover any
Cover
tracks
some
that
tracks,
we make
yeah.
in at the, after we go.
No.
Maybe lay a false trail after we decide where we're going to set the camp up.
Towards Grisha?
We're going to Grisha.
Everywhere's toward Grisha from here, right?
All roads lead
All
to
roads
Grisha.
lead to Grisha.
I'll help with like
That's
prestidigitation
assured.
to cover
Yes.
our tracks and to try to be like footprints.
Yeah. Which sort of
Wagon
make,
tra-
like, as if
tracks.
the wagon trails are heading along and we'll actually pull off into like the grassland or the forest or whatever.
Yeah. It's still, there's a fair amount of like a bamboo kind of forest
Yeah,
around the area, but as soon as you head out there, the rest of the night is smooth sailing. There's nothing that crosses you, so whenever you're able to set up camp, pull the wagon off to the side, you're more than welcome to take a long rest if you want to.
Nice.
Also, the evening, there's nothing happens to you guys. You had an eventful night so far.
Yes.
Can you just
Do we
set
want
up
to
the
set
crate?
up the crate
Yeah.
while
If there's room.
these go-
Sure.
They all know we have it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can be more
And
Should
it's
we-
more secure anyway than if we don't set it up.
No, for sure. I just
Yeah.
Should we just leave maybe a watch to watch over the
yeah,
the
do we just
wagon
sprinkles?
and
Do you trust Keon to look after the sprinkles outside?
Yeah, he's doing a fine job, I guess.
Really?
Yeah,
I guess. Enough.
He's the one getting
I mean,
paid for it.
Yeah.
He'll do it well enough to keep his money, so.
Yeah, he cares about money, so I'm sure
I
that.
think
Just,
so too.
First sign of
Wait, are
trouble,
we getting
I'll be
any cut of
knocking
this
on
now,
the
too?
door. Help me!
He likes money, but he's not deaf. You hear him call from
Yeah, well, we don't care if you hear us.
Well,
That was the point of saying it so loud.
Should we do some sort of like secret password knock on the cottage just in case he needs to get in?
That's a good idea.
Oh yes. Okay. What do I... Is
Knock, knock, knock. Grandma Husha fan club.
do you want me to say password or is knock like a couple times?
I don't know.
well, we can.
Who's
I kind of got ahead of myself here. Now there's so much pressure.
How would I
Can
just
we
say it's
tell the-
kiln?
Can we tell the crate to let him in?
Oh, that's true. We
I
can
don't
do
think
that.
that's a good idea.
Oh, okay.
Second law
It
rules.
does have a password.
Yeah, how about that? How about like
Actually, I agree. No offense.
How about if
Some
anything
taken.
if anything happens, you just
He's a
have
nice
to knock on the door
Such
and
a
say, "I was wrong. I
That was
really
better.
need your help."
yeah, that's perfect. Password set.
Because if anyone is trying to be Kiln would never say that, so we
Right.
would know that.
An imposter might say, "Oh, I really need your help," but they would never say I was wrong. Who would think that matters?
We should test it out. Everyone in.
Alright.
Except for you.
Except for Kiln.
He just stands there and just there's a faint like the heat waves.
Practice.
Okay, we're ready.
Look,
Okay,
come in when
try it out.
He like goes to knock, and before he just kind of huffs and he's like, I'm gonna do a perimeter sweep and just starts. walking.
Yeah.
No.
Good night, Kiln.
I think this will
No.
be fine.
Yeah.
That'll be alright.
Whenever he wants.
Yeah, Mork has a free pass. Yeah,
There's a little doggy door. There's like
yeah.
I can always tell Piccolo to sit outside and let us know if anything happens.
Well, I'm very
I don't mind
tired.
taking part of the watch as well. Once I've rested.
Okay.
A few hours.
I'll head off to bed then if everyone is settled.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn into.
Yeah, that was tiring.
Well.
All that at the end of a long day.
Definitely was a long day. But settle in, rest of the evening, especially within the crate. Are you inviting the Sprinkles inside, or are they in their wagon?
They're doing their own thing.
They're doing their own thing.
I think, right?
I think
Yeah.
that we.
I think
It would be an open
I think we
invitation,
should
I
give
think.
them access.
Yeah, if they want to,
If they have to
can come
run in
but
to
if
save
they're-
themselves.
But if they're worried about their goods or whatever, they can stay with
No,
them.
Grandma.
Zakkai does not
No,
want,
Grandma
does not want Grandma
Husha should stay in the
Husha.
car. the cart.
Yeah,
think we should just
Zakkai doesn't
all
want
stay in
Grandma
the
Okay,
Husha.
alright.
It would be a little tricky to
Yeah.
invite more than accept.
I don't want to find her in either Zakkai or I's room in the
She's
morning.
staying with you tonight, otherwise.
Yeah,
she's not staying with me.
I feel like we need a fair division.
That's
of, like,
true.
This is
Boundaries
our
are
space.
don't want-
healthy.
And if we
We don't
let
want
Grandma
her to feel
in,
bad.
she
Right.
will.
She will come in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boundaries
She will
are
never
healthy.
be able to close the place up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
as soon as the place goes up and the door's closed.
Just pretend we're asleep. Pretend we're asleep.
Everyone is asleep.
Open up! I don't know in there. I saw you go inside.
It's like that for another 45 minutes before eventually
If we
dies
close
down.
this, will it kill us?
I hope.
Can
One
anyone
can
cast silence?
I could tomorrow.
we could kill her.
Never know. Rest of the evening passes peacefully.
I
You all
could
take
deafen
your
all of us.
I'll rest for the first 4 hours, and then for the second half of the watch, I will go outside and participate in the watch, whether or not Kiln wants me to.
Okay. And you do see him. He's doing his watch and doing everything. He does not take the longest. But yeah, in that case, with that said, the day to close. This is where we will, in the session, we'll pick up next time on the rest of the journey toward Port Kazushi. Ooh, nice job, you guys, defeating a couple of very gross baddies.
Yucky.
I was really excited to see the very gross descriptions of what they do and
Yeah, they
what
were
they are.
disgusting.
Oof.
Total lies.
I landed a hit.
And yes, congratulations, Basil finally hit Anara.
What
My
if you
work
Unintentionally,
Hello,
during combat, doing actual damage, but it happened.
My work here is done.
Thanks so much, you guys, for joining us here at Tales of Terragia. Come back next week to find out what happens next. And in the meantime, just try not to hit any of your friends. Try not to shoot them or
Sorry.
stab them.
Try your best. That's what
Yeah,
matters.
just try.
Don't
Just
shoot,
try.
don't
best.
shoot him in the ass.
Yeah.
But if it happens, it happens.
That's about it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.